I am not at Flip Flop. I decided I had to come to the crib, handle something. So I said, I'm going to do the live from here. Low Key D, what up? Space City, what up? Mama Flip in the building. La Chiva, what up, brother? Uh, Something weird I want to say since this is going to be broadcasted everywhere as you begin to watch this. So when I left Flip Flop today, I told the group, but I'm gonna just say this on live just in case. I don't know. I swore I was being followed today. Maybe I'm paranoid. I'm from New York. Maybe I'm a little extra paranoid, but I just swore I was being followed. There was two white pickups, a Toyota and a Suzu, tinted out like crazy. They kept coming, leaving. Fast I went, slow they went, then they sped up on me. So just keep that in mind. I had a feeling I was being followed today. I actually did a dip off, and one of them turned with me. Then I was like, yeah, I'm being followed. But then they went the other way. So I was like, okay, that's weird. Anyway, so just keep that in mind. If you hear the YouTube had disappeared, I ain't worried about it. I might just be paranoid. Dirty Workers, what up? Gary Mack, what up? Donnell. For all you guys that donated, appreciate y'all. I'm gonna read y'all off on Sunday. More people are donating every day. Charles was good. Good afternoon, everybody. So this live comes from some things that have happened in the past month. Okay, and let me welcome you to Wednesday. Paradise Life. You know what we do. And I said I got to talk about it because I'm seeing it happen to a lot of guys now. Big H, what up, H? If you see it in a title that says, we're not talking about Sosua. I'm talking about Sosua. I'm talking about Colombia. I'm talking about Dominican Republic. I'm talking about Brazil. I'm talking about America. I'm talking about Thailand. Because if I've compiled so many stories in the past month that I'm like, I got to talk to the people and see what's going on out here. Like, it can't just be me or these people I'm talking to. So I think everyone needs to be forewarned. The same way we warned you about not getting drugged in Colombia, we got to warn you not to trust these women. All right? And I'm talking about no particular country. We're talking everybody. I'm going to give you a bunch of stories right now. Steve-O, what up? Shout out to my brother Steve-O in Brazil. I wish I was there with you, brother. Trust me, right now, I really wish I was there. Mr. B Smooth, what up? Tony Hernandez, what up? So I'm going to give you some tips and some stories and something you need to watch for. Things you need to watch for. Some of you guys will pay no mind because, face and waist sometimes closes the case. Bars. Some of you guys ain't really worried. Damn, it just rained. It got hot. Some of you guys ain't really worried about the signs, even though the signs are there, because the face and waist. And like I said, I'm not just talking about Sosua. I'm talking about women, period. All right. Every chick has a secret account. Pay attention. Whether it be a secondary Instagram, a secondary Facebook. Colombia chicks usually have 3-4 Facebook accounts. A Dominican Cupid, a Tinder, a Tagged, a secondary WhatsApp. You could do multiple WhatsApps in your phone. A secondary WhatsApp, Snappy Chat, Twitter, whatever the case may be. TikTok, where they only use that for DM. They may post a couple pictures and videos, but they really only use it for DMs. How do you know this, Greg? Well, I've caught a few, and I got guys, I'm not really the investigative type. Fortunately, I have friends that are. And dudes have investigated their chick and went all in and found out all this information. One of my dudes did what most chicks do, started a fake account to see what she was going to do when he hollered at her. And he was very surprised that she responded, yeah, let's kick it. I ain't got no boyfriend. I told you guys a long time ago, one of my biggest surprises ever was when I saw my ex. She was my girl, probably my ex for about 2 weeks, on Tinder. It blew my mind. I was blown away. I was like, wow, she's on Tinder. I wasn't hurt. I was like, it is what it is. But I was more like, damn, that's crazy. The quote of "it's not your girl, it's your turn." I'm going to give credit where credit is due. If you guys know me over 10 years ago, I used to kick it with this dude named Bill, Brother Bill. Short white guy from Miami, retired plane engineer. And I'll never forget, Bill came up with that slogan. No, anybody can tell you they came up with that slogan. I'm telling you right now, Bill came up with that. Must have been 14, 13 years ago. We sitting outside, and when the table's outside on the sidewalk in Rumba, and he was like, these guys kill me, man, falling on the love. It's not your girl, it's your turn. And it took off all over the place, but I will say 13, 14 years ago, that was Brother Bill, who's still alive in Sosua right now, living in Sosua, you know, enjoying his retirement, and he started that slogan. So when I hear it spread, I love it, but the originator was definitely Brother Bill. I gotta give him credit where credit is due. But that kind of holds true, and I'll tell you why. When you are not around, shit, even when you are around, and when you leave and go back to whatever life you live in, so do they. They go back to whatever life they're living. Now, if you are lucky enough to catch all of the extra accounts and find the extra Facebook and the extra Instagram, the extra WhatsApp, whatever the case may be, or the secret phone, there's always a secret phone somewhere sometimes, then you know what it is. You've seen firsthand that, okay, that she's not being truthful. Let me fix that. She's not being truthful. But if you're not lucky enough to find that concrete evidence, let me give you some signs that she probably has a secret account. I do not like any woman I'm dealing with to talk to other men. You don't need no male friends. If it's not your uncle, your father, your brother, I feel you don't need to be talking to other men. What do you have to talk to another man about? How's your day going? To me, that's kind of cheating. I'll give you my version. Because even if you ain't fucking, if you are allowing yourself to get that close to somebody to tell your personal life and talk every single day or every other day about, hey, how you doing? You are growing closer and closer to that person, even if you're not around them. To the point where one day when you are around them, you'll feel so comfortable, who knows what's next. So that's how I feel. I feel if a woman's with me, she should not be talking to other men. That's just how it is. I won't change that, and I won't negotiate that. If you want to talk to other men, then cool. We're not together. It is what it is. And you say, oh, friends, I don't want to hear that shit. I don't care about gay friends, none of that. If it's not your blood, there's no reason for you to be talking to this other guy. Which is why I'm always single, because obviously chicks feel one way, I feel another way. But pay attention to their movements. Now I'm gonna tell you a story right now. Let me catch your comments real quick, excuse me. Nano, what up? Nano, definitely catch this live. Glenn Johnson, what up? Jackson Jeter, what up? Corey Kirk, Daryl, JM. Definitely don't hate the game. Yeah, table, remember that? Extroda, what up? Term love conquers all. Corey, I don't know about that. Freddie Mac, what up? So listen. Friend rolled up on me the other day. I'm giving you give about 4 or 5 stories today. And he goes, yo, did you know such and such? I was like, I have no idea what you're talking about. First off, the funny part of how he would come ask me, I know a lot, but certain things even I don't know. And allegedly he caught his girl, he didn't catch his girl. His girl boyfriend came into town and contacted him. And all the time he's thinking he's the boyfriend, right? So the girl's boyfriend's telling him all this information. He's flabbergasted. He's like, holy shit, this doesn't make any sense. So then the boyfriend is at the crib, and the boyfriend goes, did you buy this TV? Did you buy this? Did you buy that? He said, he puts it on video. He goes, I didn't buy none of that shit. So the boyfriend goes, okay, it must be the other guy. He's like, wait a minute, the other guy. And I'm sitting there like, what the fuck is going on? So she was actually caught at a restaurant by a Dominican friend with another guy. So it's 3 guys by a chick, being handled by a chick that even me, I would tell you she's a great chick. Like I've learned my lesson now, but it was like Jesus Christ. And the more he told me, the more I was like, there's no way we're talking about the same girl. But as I say that, I've been surprised before. I told you I had a situation where I was dealing with somebody, and you couldn't tell me I wasn't her boyfriend, even though I didn't put the title there. I thought we was together all the time. I was her boyfriend, I guess, right? Come to find out she had a whole husband. A whole husband. I'm smashing this chick every day, and she was getting married. And it's not the first time it happened. It happened twice to me in this country. Where I'm dealing with the chick, and she got a whole husband. I'm smashing. He's taking care of him. When I found out, I was like, Jesus Christ, this is crazy. One chick actually got married while we was in the club the night before, and she got married the next day. And people thought since we were together so much, I'm in the club like 2 days later. She's not in the club, she's with her husband. I'm in the club 2 days later, and people are congratulating me on my wedding because we were together that much. And I was like, what are you talking about? I didn't even know she got married. She didn't post nothing on social media, nothing. She kind of kept it away from me. So I'm in the club and people are congratulating me on my marriage. And I was like, what the hell are you talking about? Someone showed me this motherfucker got married. So I've actually experienced it myself. Now, it wasn't heartbreaking for me. That shit don't. My biggest thing is if you fucking somebody else, if you're dealing with somebody else, it makes it better for me. That's my reason. I told you, for every negative, I find 2 positives. If you smashing someone else, it makes it better for me. That's it. I'll be like, yo, don't stress me. Call your husband. Well, I had fun tonight, but I gotta go. You married. So it makes it better for me. But what is a good chick? Now, you guys know I told you I have one of the most perfect women in my life, my ex-fiance. I even caught her. Now, in her situation, it wasn't really her. I told you guys that there's dudes that take girls' pictures and Facebooks and talk to guys. She was helping one of her friends do that, using her account. So when I caught her, it really wasn't her, but I told you, why would you allow her to go on your real Facebook account? Like, get a bullshit Facebook account. But the dude ended up giving her real number out to keep the lie going. You know, this was toward the end of our relationship, so she was doing all types of fuckery. But when he gave her number out, she was actually talking to the dude. So that kind of bothered me, but it is what it is. But I haven't found one woman. And shout out to all my ladies. I love all you guys, but all right. Let me give you a background check. I've been with hundreds of women, maybe 1,000 by now. I don't know. I've lost count. Before I had a passport, I probably dealt with over 300 women, easy, no big deal. Not happy about it, nothing to brag about, in my opinion. It's just how I was living in those days. I say that to say I know women. I've dealt with a lot of women. I've dealt with a lot of married women with girlfriends, all that shit. I'm used to the fuckery. I'm used to it. I'm the greatest side nigga in the world. I will give you no problems. You have no qualms out of me. Most chicks know it. That's why they rock with me. They're like, yeah, he ain't worried. I ain't worried. See you when I see you. You know, if I see you with your boyfriend and I'm feeling a little hot and bothered, I'm like, damn, I don't need to go home. But I ain't gonna say nothing. You feel me? I ain't gonna say nothing. Let me catch your comments. Scott, what's good? Shout out to Scott Holloway. We got the Paradise Life watches on deck. Post that link. Sunday Night Smoke, what up with you? Yeah, here's what I'm gonna say, Jackson. You said my chicks were good girls. This is for all the guys that says, not mine, mine's is different. Not mine, mine's is different. Howard said, I'm in Sosua right now. He's speaking all facts. You know. You either single or married. Yeah, she having fun. There we go. Derek Higgins said, lemon juice and water, lady's best friend. So that's one story. Now, the story actually happened with a friend of mine in Colombia. He got married, right? I guess he got married for his own reasons. I don't know if it was love or just a visa, whatever the case may be. But he's married in a full-fledged relationship. Now, I didn't know, but allegedly this chick used to be doing her thing. So allegedly, he don't really talk to nobody no more, but allegedly, dudes went down there, and her family's like really well known. And dudes was smashing her while he's at home. And allegedly someone found out and talked about it and was like, yo, I think it's kind of foul. You know, he's cool with everybody. And then I guess it got back to him somehow. And he was like, yo, y'all foul for trying to mess with my wife. And dudes was like, no, nobody tried. Dude, we was smashing your wife. No one told you to get married to a hoe. Now, I think that's foul. But at the same time, you know what you're getting yourself into. You know what I'm saying? How you met her, how you get her, is how you lose her. So, you know, in that situation, I felt bad because, you know, it was all cool, but, you know, you knew what you were getting yourself into at that point. You feel me? So that's Colombia. Happened the same thing happened in Colombia. She's getting hornswoggled by the crew. Homie don't know no better. Okay. So like I said, it's not just Sosua, but I see it. I see it happen a lot in DR because guys go, not my girl. Now I'm going to tell you a personal story, and not it didn't happen to me as far as bad. But I'm gonna tell you personal. Let me tell you the story. So a very good friend of mine who I think he found out because we don't speak that much no more. We first started kicking it years ago. So he hits me up. We're going to get a drink or something. He's like, yo, I want you to meet my girl. This is, when I say this to you guys on my lives, this really happened to me at least 10 times. But this time was one of the most prevalent because it was someone I was really rocking with. He was like, man, my girl's a great girl. She, you know, she's loving, caring. She don't be in the street. She's so great. I'm like, oh man, I can't wait to meet this girl. She's got to be amazing. You found you a gem, a unicorn. Oh my God. We kicking it, drinking. So you go, oh, my girl's here. Hold on. So I'm putting my drink down like this. Like I'm leaning forward, put my drink down, ready to introduce myself. And when I look up, is the chick I had spent the last 3 days with. And I'm like, hey, my name's Greg. How you doing? And I'm just like, ain't this a motherfucker? And of course, I'm not gonna blow a spot because he's in love. But she gets it. She's like, okay, Greg's gonna play the game. He's gonna keep his mouth shut. And I'm just like, wow. Now I can't say nothing because that's none of my business. I don't know how long they've been rocking. Me and her ain't boyfriend, girlfriend. We was just fuck buddies. We just had a good time hanging out, having fun. So I can't really say nothing because she didn't tell me she had a boyfriend, and I only knew him for a short period of time, but I didn't know what it was. You know what I'm saying? So even my man who had smashed, he smashed it too. He was like, yo, homie's like really in love. I was like, bro, I ain't gonna do with that shit. Leave me alone. Let's get a drink. But that has happened to me so many times where dudes bring their girl up, and I'm like, damn, you in love with her? All right, cool. I'm gonna be quiet. Because chicks, if your chick tell you don't go to FlipFlop, there's a reason for it. Some chicks think I'll blow them up, and you know what it is? I love all my guys, but I never will. You know why? Because you want to live that dream, you gotta live that dream. And what I've learned from telling men the truth, like not like I'm telling the truth now, but telling men the truth, like, hey, yo, your girl so-and-so, I've lost friends from telling the truth. So I've learned to stay in my place, keep my mouth shut, mind my business, and that's it. So some guys be like, why don't you say that? I can't. Because believe it or not, he'll be mad at me. I'm sorry, he'll be madder at me than he is at her. So I can't say nothing. You feel me? I can't. And I've had it happen to me where dudes blame me. And I'm like, I was just telling you what's up, and now you mad at me. All right. So that's why I really don't say that, because most dudes will flip it back. Now, another thing. When you call your chick out, and if you saw, I said every women have options. They keep multiple options, whether it be a back burner dude, whether it be just somebody on the side that when they get mad, they get smashed. Because the fun thing about women is they'll smash somebody and won't be no feelings involved. They'll do it to keep it in the back, keep it in their mental Rolodex, that when you do something, I know I got over, and they may never tell you. They may never tell you. When you do dirt, they'll sit back and just smile. I suck some dick too. That's what they're gonna be like, ha ha, you cheated on me? Okay, but they're gonna keep that right in the back of their mind. Right in the back of their mind. So you gotta deal with that. But anytime you argue with a chick or just call her out on her bullshit, right? Let's say you call a chick out on her bullshit. If they turn it back on you, then you know it's facts. If you go, yo, I saw you had a conversation with some dude, what's going on with that? And they start talking about, well, in 1987, you was talking to this chick named Sheila. Wait a minute, I'm talking about today. Like, what the fuck are you talking about 1987? If they start throwing shit back at you that makes absolutely no sense, then you know something's going on. And 9 times out of 10, especially with Latinas, they gonna bring up some shit. They're gonna be like, you fucking said something during the movie Aliens and I missed the part and I can't fuck with you no more. Wait a minute, what does that have to do with you talking to this dude on Instagram? So you gotta pay attention to that. They'll always flip it back to you. Now, some guys will sit there, buy house furniture, buy couches, fridges, TVs, and they love. That's cool. But you can't keep an eye on your chick. You can't keep an eye on her. Or let's call her our chick. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause that's what it be. If you're going to sit there and believe she's holding out, I'm not going to sit there and say, let me fix that. A woman's going to do what you allow her to do. Meaning, some guys are okay with their women talking to multiple men. I'm not. If you allow that, you allow that. And you're willing to accept whatever comes with that and whatever consequences happen by them getting close to another man. Hey, let's go to a club. Let's go this. Let's go here. You willing to accept that. That's cool. I'm not. Some men will be like, well, as long as she's free when I'm in town, I don't care. Some men accept that. You know what I'm saying? That is what it is. I know dudes that know they chick got multiple boyfriends. A Jose, a Gringo, all that. If you guys don't know who Jose is, he's the Dominican guy sitting in the back eating your Captain Crunch when you ain't there. Big H said, Flip really wanted somebody to do. Prophet of Rage, definitely. Tony Rome, what up? MR, what up? And most of the time, he's going to stay with it anyway. Thank you. That's why I said I'll just be quiet. Because you're going to be mad at me, and then you're still going to rock with anyway. Charles, exactly. But see, those things that you mentioned don't make it loyalty. Don't make it faithfulness. That just means you have an anchor. See, that's the biggest thing. People think when you have kids or you live with somebody, there's loyalty and faithfulness. No, that's just an anchor. That's an anchor to keep you at the crib, to keep you in that relationship. But men as well as women, that anchor don't mean something sometimes. So that anchor may just be, whatever, I'm going out. I'm going to smash somebody. It ain't hard for a chick to get a babysitter because she mad at you or she want to run the streets. It ain't hard. So what you mentioned, I call those anchors. We live together. We got kids together. That's just the anchor. That's just something to keep her from leaving forever. But in the same time, you can't stop her from going seeing the next dude, especially when she's in the crib tippity typing him, been talking to him for months. You know what I mean? Well, Jam, I'm agree with you on the gringo thing, and like I will say this, I'm not Latino, I'm not Dominican, I'm Irish and black. I always say that no matter how much Spanish I speak, I'll never be, and no matter how much I understand the culture, I'll never be in the culture. Never. I won't fool myself. I won't lie to myself. I won't sit there and tell you, oh no, we could be Dominican one day. No, we can't sing fucking Kumbaya, none of that shit. I'm never going to be in the culture. Or blood member of the culture. So for that point, where Dominican men can understand a little bit more than we can about Dominican women, Colombian men as well, and that's that machismo, like they got to bow down. A lot of Latino women would think we're kind of soft, and believe it or not, some of y'all really are soft compared to their, and I don't mean by hitting women and stuff like that, I mean, but compared to their local men with the machismo. American men, especially, are aimed to please. We aim to please. And when we aim to please, they looked at it as a sign of weakness. See, I told you guys, I had a friend, a Dominican friend, and he made it very simple for me. He said, F that chick. I'll smash her sister, I'll smash her cousin, and she'll still come back. That's how they really feel. He knows, I got her. It is what it is. You know, when on the other hand, we trying to be nice guys. So that's a little bit of a sign of a weakness, so you got to understand that. There's no guarantees anyway, Charles. Not at all. Dashin, what up? Said I enjoy my turn when it's my turn. That's the thing. I think that's the most important thing. Enjoy your turn when it's your turn. Okay? I had a friend. He bought his chick a phone. So he put that little app in her phone. And I guess I don't know what the app is, but you could clone the phone and see everything that's going on. Well, he kept hitting me with the pictures she was sending, the multiple dudes she was smashing. I was like, well, bro, how much more evidence do you need? Like, what do you want me to tell you? He said, yeah, but I can't believe this. I said, well, what can't you believe? It's in front of your face. You have the messages. You have the naked photos. You got the time they meeting up and shit, and they going to smash. I mean, what else do you need? He was like, I still care about it though. I'm like, all right, congrats. You know what I'm saying? So I watch situations like that all the time. That's what this live is about. I watch situations like that all the time. Y'all hit that like button. What I don't understand is, as men, at what point does your emotional attachment, does your heart overcome common sense? Because I tell you right now, I've dealt with many chicks where we just smash, and that's cool. We just smash. This is what it is. I don't care about your personal life. I don't care about nothing else. We just doing what we do. But if I'm dealing with someone in a relationship, I have certain parameters and certain things I need and done. Okay? And if you're not willing to meet that, then let's go back to smashing. We don't got to be in a relationship. I just told someone the other day, if talking to other men, meaning even if it's on the phone, having a conversation, and talking on Instagram or Snappy chatting and greeting each other in the morning, hey, good morning. If that is more important to you than your relationship with me, then go say good morning to them niggas every day. And I feel that way. I feel that way. Because I don't feel there's no need for a woman to talk to another guy if she's not being courted. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. You may feel different. What are you talking to that guy for? What does he have to offer you that y'all need to have a conversation? That's my point. Some of you may feel different with that. And a lot of guys don't mind it, but then when you look at it, the dude she ended up smashing was the dude she was texting the whole time. You was by the pool, she was texting. Babe, put the phone down. That's the dude she ended up smashing. I hope I'm making sense. Glenn said, my boys get upset with me because I'm hard in my heart when I'm Sosua. Yeah, but you know what? It ain't just about hard in your heart, and I agree with that. But common sense. Common sense. At what point do you realize? All right, here's what I've always said, and I'm never going to end this. And like I said, this is not just Sosua. We're talking about around the world. Let's talk about America as well. If you met a chick in a transactional situation, it can never be anything more than transactional. This is not Pretty Woman. This is not a movie, dog. This is real life. If you gave somebody money for the first time you dealt with them for a good time, then from that point forward, that's all you're gonna have. You're not gonna have anything else. If you think that you can change that person and change them up, I've got oceanfront property in Nebraska right now on sale, Black Friday specials. I'm telling you, because you'll fall for anything. If you made a transaction the first time, you're never going to be able to change that, ever. I know I broke some hearts just now with that comment, but I apologize. Sorry, not sorry. One's transactional, always transactional. And then I love the guys that go, my favorite guys, the OGs. I don't pay for nothing, homie. I don't pay for shit. But I just got this nice couch set. I had to get a nice little bedroom set because the bed was too small. You just furnished the whole crib. But you don't pay for pussy. Come on, fam. We good. We on the same page. Prophet said I'm Caucasian. The only thing I can be is Caucasian. I'm not down for any chica that asks me for too much. I like that, Prophet. And you know what? I ain't mad at you. Because like me, that's all I can be. I'm going to be what I'm going to be. Don't ask me for too much. I like that. And Charles, it's fact, nice equal weak and mean equal strong. That's why you get the saying, do not take my kindness for weakness. I'm a very calm person, but don't play with me. Don't play in a heartbeat. Do not play with me. Gary, what's good with you? And I ain't got no patience either, probably. I'll tell you that right now. But Gary, we're not just talking about Dominican Republic, brother. We're talking about everywhere. For everybody in the chat right now, anytime someone chimes in with only Sosua, only Dominican Republic, just put in parentheses, not just Sosua. Talking about the world. That's what the title says, the world. Don't think this only happens in the Dominican Republic, guys. Do not think it only happens in the Dominican Republic. It happens everywhere. And then all right, so now I'm gonna give you guys tips. about the BS you deal with chicks. All right, I deal with this BS too. Now, chicks will go and start secret Instagrams accounts, secret Facebook accounts, not just to holler at men, but to follow you and what you're doing. I had to realize that all the chicks in my life were following each other on Instagram. So I would get a comment like, yeah, you had a good time at the beach yesterday. I'm like, I wasn't at the beach yesterday. What the hell are you talking about? And they'd be like, yes, you was, you lying mother effer. You was at the beach. I'm like, I was not at the beach. I have no idea what you're talking about, but if you want to tell me what you're talking about, let me know. Then I have to be scrolling through Instagram. I see a chick I know, she's at the beach. So they assumed I'm at the beach with that one. So always know that if you're dealing with somebody, they are following each other. It's the most petty, pathetic, insecure thing I've ever seen. They will follow each other or have one of their friends follow somebody just to see what they're doing or what you're doing with them. Then I noticed when my picture popped up in certain posts, I was all types of assholes and pieces of shit. So watch that part. Make sure you never give your codes to your email or allow them to use your phone to scan WhatsApp and shit like that, because they will get in your shit and clone your shit to get your information. Like I said, a lot of times with these chicks, it's about what you're doing, and they want it. Remember, every woman wants to, well, everybody does, but they want their cake and eat it too, especially Latinas. They want to be able to do them and make sure you theirs and only theirs. See, the thing I've learned about a lot of these women is they want to have 4 or 5 guys, but each guy only be their boyfriend. Don't be with no one else, only me. But it's 4 or 5 of them, which I think is the weirdest fucking thing. I've run into situations where, like I said, they follow each other on Instagram, stalking each other, which I think is fucking weird, weirdo shit to me. Watching each other's statuses, seeing what each other's posting. That shit is weird, but they do it. And they'll not, like I said, they'll have secret accounts to talk to men, but they'll have secret accounts to follow what you're doing. Like maybe you may block them on one, but they may have 4 other accounts following you. So you think you blocked her, she can't see nothing. She's got 4. That pretty chick, that pretty blonde chick, you was like, yeah, I'm gonna let her follow me. That's the chick you're trying to avoid. You think it is a whole nother chick. No, that's her. She just found somebody's picture and she knew you were so thirsty, you was gonna be like, oh, I'm following her. You know what I mean? It's a lot of tricks to the game, man. It's a lot of things you gotta understand. Like I said, I found that Snapchat has a feature where people only use Snapchat for DMing. Corey Cook says, what if they've been friends, they was kids? Yes and no. I'm going to ask you guys right now, everybody in this chat right now, especially you, Corey. Do you have any single friends? I'm 44. Do you have any single friends you've known for more than 30 years that are still alive? Because I only have at this very moment 4 friends that I've known for over 30 years that are still alive. 4. And we barely talk. So there's no way she has a friend that she grew up with that she's not married to or didn't fuck before and she's still talking to him. No way. It just, we lose touch with people. We grow apart. We're not on the block no more. We went away. I still love my friends, but we're in different paths of life. We may hit each other up every now and then. Hey, how you doing? That's like twice a year. Hey, happy birthday. Hey, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. But we've lost touch. We don't speak like we used to speak. You know what I'm saying? So there's no reason to be talking to somebody all the time if you ain't got a situation. And you definitely gotta use comments. Taylor in the building, what up? Taylor said, salute to my homie who told me last month, Mangos and DR smashing us is compared to a handshake in the U.S. Hassan, yeah, and you gotta enjoy the vacation. You gotta, just I need that property. You gotta enjoy the vacation too. Now look, so someone asked the question in a group one time, right? They said, what do you do when you go home and these chicks start texting you? So I immediately chimed in. I don't know if I ever told you this before. I immediately chimed in. I said, why do you still have them in your phone? Now, maybe it's me, but I know there's a couple of dudes that do the same thing I do. Maybe you won't admit it. Any chick in my life, ever since WhatsApp started, because before, the phones were different. If I smashed, and it's not my girl, block. There's nothing to talk about. I've actually blocked chicks while they're laying in the bed next to me and they even know it. Once I'm done, I'll be like, okay, there we go. Hey, you ready to get out of here? What are you keeping in touch for? Now, I'll unblock. If I want to see him again, unblock. Hey, what's up with you? You blocked me. No, I'm something on my phone. You know Samsung. What y'all keeping in touch with? What do I got to talk to someone about after I'm done? Like I said, I may unblock them. I may go through. I may put a number by them and be like, oh, yeah. When I'm feeling kind of frisky, I'm gonna unblock her, and I unblock him. But hey, ¿cómo estás? Hey, why'd you block me? No, I didn't block you, baby. No, what happened was this galaxy, man. You know that shit. China. But what are y'all doing staying in touch with them? Y'all really be like having full-fledged long distance conversations? It's weird. Like if you're not dealing with them. After I smash, I don't want to talk to nobody. Don't talk to me. Let's not talk. What we got to talk about? We already did the do. Nothing else to talk about. I'll be like this. I'll be like, damn, I forgot to block her. Because maybe she'd send me a message. Had a great time, Poppy. Oh, damn, I didn't block you yet. Block. Me too. That's all I got to do. Rico said, let these fools tell it they all dating doctors, lawyers, and oh, man. Listen, I done heard so many stories. 2-9, what's good? That's your property. Sim to Travis. Shout out to my homie Sim. And big happy birthday to the bro. Lots, Mr. B Smooth. Lots of lady sunshines. Lots of lady sunshines. Put your mother on the phone. I ain't coming home no more. Listen, some of you guys will give it all up for that snatch. As an old friend of mine used to say back in the day. I'm not giving nothing up for that snatch. I love my life. I'm enjoying my life. Ain't no snatch. And that's another thing. Someone had asked me the other day about prices, and all this. And I said, you got to understand something. I can't tell you what a price is because I don't value sex the way some people value sex. You might have heard me say this before. I'm going to have sex regardless. Depending on who it is. I don't know. Whoever's there at that moment, whoever decides to be in my life at that moment. But I don't put a value of oh my God, I got to have this. So some people value sex differently. I call it the value of vagina, VOV. The value of vagina. Some men just overvalue vagina, which is those dudes that send a cash app before they meet the chick in America, send money over for pictures and photos all around the world. You know what I'm saying? Be on what is that called? OnlyFans and shit like that. They value the vagina too much. I don't overvalue it. I love vagina. I'm a vagina lover, but I'm not an addict, and I don't put a high value on vagina. Value of vagina, VOV. Hold on to that. I do as well, probably. I bite back real hard. Newton, what's good with you? I cut them motherfuckers off. I've been an outlaw biker. I got friends I've known for longer than 30 years. Yeah, well, I got some, but I'm talking about still alive to this day. I don't. Do you keep in touch every day? Maybe that's the question I should ask. I don't keep in touch with motherfuckers every day. So there's no reason she should be talking to somebody, hey, buenos dias, buenos noches, every day. I don't even want to talk to motherfuckers every day. Edward, hit me on the email. I got you. Bro, Steven says, soon as you leave, she check up for the next. Listen, I done literally personally seen chicks drop you off at departures and walk over to arrivals. I've seen it with my own fucking eyes. I done seen dudes, oh man, I don't want to leave you. I'm gonna miss you. Poppy, I'm gonna miss you so much, Poppy. So as soon as you go through that door and you about to go into the security area, she done walked her ass around, cleaned her face up, and waiting at arrivals for her next Poppy. He's the same plane you getting on, he got off. Seen it with my own eyes. And I'm like, what the fuck? Hey, Poppy, welcome, bienvenido. Oh my God, I love you. I miss you so much. And dudes who there, like I was there, was like, what the fuck just happened? JM, if I had a great time, I put a note. Call back. But I don't need to talk to her. There's nothing I need to talk to her about in between the time I smash to the next time I want to smash. I unblock her when I'm feeling frisky. I have nothing to talk about. I don't want to stay in touch. I don't want to know how the kids is doing. I don't want to know nothing. This was a sole sexual experience. That's it. I don't want nothing else. So I'm blocking them. I don't want to. Oh man! Like here's the thing. I'll tell you guys what I do with the RFMs, request for money. When they be like, "Hola, cómo estás?" I'm doing bad right now. My dog just died. My cat's sick. I'm doing really bad right now. I beat him to the punch. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Because only a motherfucker with no soul going to ask you for money after you told him your dog just died. All right? So I don't need to hear that. Big bro Dre, what's up, brother? It's a flip block. I'm like, yeah, I'm block. I ain't trying to hear that. Gary Jones, what up, baby? Be more in the building. He said, I just unblocked the joint just now. I'm telling you, bro, I'm blocking him. I got chicks that rolled up on me at the restaurant, like, yo, Poppy, you blocked me. I'm like, my phone's bugging. And then what I do is I lie like a motherfucker. Let me show you something. I lie like a motherfucker. I go, look, so peep this shit. I go, yo, my phone's crazy. I don't know what happened. I go, look, it's 150 people blocked. I can't fix it. I don't know. It's a phone. And they go, you know what? You're right. You can't block 150 people. Yeah. Fix your phone. It's the phone. I don't know. It's China. And when they leave, I'll be like, blocked. MLK weekend, economic. We definitely gotta do that. Someone post an email for me, please. Crypto Lingo, what up? Mark Brown, what up with you? I don't know the story about that, and I can't talk about it because I only seen pictures. Allegedly, some girl got cut up, but yeah, I'm not gonna talk about that right now. I have no idea. No one really seems to know the story. Let me, hold on. I'll post the email real quick. 1 second. I didn't like my own video. Damn. Hit me on the email, and I'll get back to you about the ATVs and stuff. I got a couple ATV guys. Yeah, but I don't know the situation. Like I said, I can't really speak on it. Bro, I'm telling you, I'm blocking. Listen, here's my biggest claim to fame. You will not fall in love with me if I don't allow you to. I say this in America. I've said it my whole life. I say it in Spanish. Sounds pretty sexy. The same thing that makes you love me will eventually make you hate me. And women be like, that sounds so stupid. What are you talking about? I go, watch. And as soon as they fall in love, they despise me because they think, well, I wanted him. How many other women want him? I told you. You like me. Now you don't like me no more. Howard Benson, watch them hide their phone quick, fast when you come out their bathroom. Oh, hold on. Wait. Howard Bent. Wait. Shout out to my man Howard. There's secret phone, and I'm not good with this secret stuff, but there's secret phone things they can do where it makes it look like they're on another application. So they could just do this, like a quick thumb swipe, and it will be on a whole nother app. It'll be like, they'll be looking up like geometry or something. They'll be like, baby, what you doing looking at geometry? Oh, I was studying, Poppy. It'll be like some other shit. It'll be nothing to do with conversations, no DMs anymore. And like you can open the phone up. That's another thing. Sosua Sasquatch, what up? Stay out of your woman or the woman's phone. It is a goddamn horror movie if you go in that phone. Stay out her DMs. Do not touch the phone. I saw a meme the other day where the chick was like this. She said, my boyfriend went in to get some gas and left his phone unlocked. And then she turned the phone over and said, I don't need that type of negativity in my life. Continue with my day. Do not go through their phone. It will mess your head up. It will give you PTSD of the pussy. Trust me when I tell you. If you go through a woman's phone, you will see lions and tigers and bears. Oh my. Because dudes who got her number are ruthless. They sending penis pics every chance they get. I love you. They holler all the messages. Even if she don't respond, they trying to holler. Then the dude she does respond to sends the video of playing with her snatch. And you like, wait a minute, she sent me the same video. Do not go through a chick phone. I'm saving you heartbreak, money, time in jail. Do not go through the chick phone. If you see her phone unlocked, if you happen to be able to go back, lock that shit, and plug in the charger for her so her phone don't die. It's kind of a two-way street because you want to know what's going on, but you really don't want to know what's going on. Am I making myself clear? I told my man one time I went into a chick's phone and it wasn't, a matter of fact, the funny part was I actually wasn't going through a phone. I had lost my phone, so I was using her Facebook. I had my Facebook in her phone. So what happened was I'm contacting everybody through Facebook. Just so you let everybody, hey, I lost my phone. I'm gonna have a phone in 2 days, blah, blah, blah. But she's getting message pop up. So no bullshit, no lie. Her WhatsApp was locked. But when the notification came up, if I pressed it by accident, which I actually did, the WhatsApp opened up. So I'm typing to somebody. I was using the phone for like 4 or 5 hours, and she had no problem with it. This is my homie. And I was like this, da, 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 da. And so the notification popped, and so I pressed it by accident, and her WhatsApp opened wide up. And like I said, she knew her WhatsApp was locked, so she was worried about me on the phone. And it was, I love how you suck it, baby, this and that, and all this stuff. I was like, I'm gonna log out your Facebook now. I just don't want to. What the fuck? The pictures, you do not want to see it, bro. And it's not no one chick no chick, every chick. And listen, do me a favor. Do not go to your chick right now and be like, MrFlipFlop said. Some of you guys kill me with that shit. Chicks ran up on me at a party not too long ago before Halloween. They was like, yo, my boyfriend said you said this. I'm like, I don't even know what the fuck you're talking about. But don't run to your chick and be like, MrFlipFlop said. Either take my advice, heed my words, or don't. It's up to you. But do not go through their phone because, like I said, they're talking to multiple men. They're dealing with multiple men. You're getting copy and paste messages sometimes. Hey, baby, I took a pill. I'm going to sleep tonight. I'm really tired. I'm not feeling well. I got a headache. I'm going to bed. They didn't just send that message to you, 3, 4 other dudes, because there's a dude right now blowing her bag out. I'm just saying, don't shoot the messenger. You said it was Cabrera. I don't know where it was. Barissimo, what up? Lance in the building. Gary said all-inclusive rates at Custom Marina are crazy. Gary, definitely. Hit me up. You got my number. Hit me up, Gary, 100%. Yeah, stay out their phone. Any chick. Chica, any chick. Stay out of their phone. Stay out of the phone. Any chick. You don't want what they got to offer in that phone, I'm telling you. He said, private range, you don't want to do that phone, I'm telling you. Dirt jokes, I never want to know. Trust me, you don't. Bro, I just posted it. paradiselyfe at Gmail. I just posted paradiselyfe at Gmail. I just posted it. Scroll up. Howard said, I went into a chick phone in Santo Domingo. She was only 19. She had like 50 other gringos. Yeah. Bruh. You don't want to listen. I've only been here X amount of years. And I'm telling you right now, do not go through the phone. I'm posting email one more time. That's the email right there. And I'm going to post the Cash App too. I'm just telling you. A gringo is a person that's not from that country. A gringo is a term for all countries. A gringo is a person that's not from that country. If you're not from Colombia, you're a gringo. If you're not from DR, you're a gringo. If you're not from Mexico, you're a gringo. If you're not from Brazil, you're a gringo. Oh, bro, they send the let me ask. I gotta ask for some help. They send the copy and paste messages, bro. Copy and paste messages and photos. All right. I sat at the bar one day a while back, and my man was sitting with me, and my other man was with his wife. And while he's sitting there, my man goes, "Yo, ain't this her?" And it's videos of her twerking butt ass naked with her tin roof and wooden walls in her crib. I was like, "Bro, put the phone down, like, chill." He goes, "Yo, that's shorty. I was just hollering her the other day." And she's sitting there chilling. I'm just like, man. And, you can't say that you don't want to start nothing. Because homies, they're married. There's not no just some crazy. They're actually married. But she's still hollering at other dudes. Like I said, these chicks have options. They have multiple. Every woman has multiple options. Even if it's just an emergency option. An emergency option. I'll never forget, my man told me that his girl cheated on him, right? And here's the wildest shit. So the dude she cheated with was always on the phone. He was always on the phone gossiping like little girl. So he assumed dude was gay. He was like, no man is on the phone gossiping with a woman like that and they're straight. So he got to be gay, right? Thank you. And even I was like, oh, that's a gay friend. Okay, cool. Couldn't find out they got mad at each other. She ended up smashing him. He wasn't gay. He just liked to gossip. He's one of them dudes that just like to, hey girl, and just like to gossip. Didn't have a gay bone in his body, but put a bone in her body. I'm just saying. Genocide said, I'm discouraged that was only my turn. That's what I get for breaking paradise life rule I shouldn't have caught. Hey man, catch flights, not feelings. You know how we do. All goody, what up? Sorry, I think I missed that. No, gringo is a term. We're gringos when we go to other countries. When we're in America, we're Americans. When we go to another country, we're a gringo. A gringo is a person that's not from that country. We're outsiders. What up? Seek understands the silly question. Do the people respect gringos? They either speak their language. They respect to a point, but we're still not Latino. Like I said, let me tell you something. I've been in this country over 15 years. I can be in this country another 15. I'll never be Dominican. I will never be. I have Dominican children, American Dominican children. I will never be Dominican. Okay? Yes, I have women that love me to death. And it's awkward when they love a gringo. It's awkward for them. Because even if family will tell them, why do you love him? He a gringo. But you can't stop emotions and feelings. You can't stop that. The heart wants what the heart wants. But even if family will tell them, how can you love this gringo? I'll tell y'all a story. I dealt with a chick who was a street chick, but we were just messing around for years and years and years. And then one day she pops up to my crib and she's like, yeah, I want you my boyfriend. I was like, nah, ain't gonna happen. I ain't gonna be your boyfriend. We can still rock out though. And then I bump into a situation where I'm kicking it with her boyfriend. And I didn't know. Now she's genuinely in love with me. Genuine. But she still was doing her. And I'm doing me. But I end up meeting her boyfriend. And I'm like, it's just coincidence. I thought it was coincidence we met. Kind of found out he sought me out because he heard about me. He heard that she was still in love with me, with a case of be. And I had no idea what his motives was. I didn't know nothing about her and him. I had no idea. And we kicking it, drinking, chilling. And then he pulls the card out on me. He's like, yo, so you still dealing with her? I'm like, huh? How do you even know about her? I've been dealt with her. What? And then kind of find out when you rewind everything back, rewind select the woo, 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 woo. She was in his car on the way to my crib. She went on vacation with him. Like I said, I didn't care because we weren't together. But there was things I peeped. He was around for a long fucking time. He didn't know about me till later, and I didn't know about him. And like I said, that's his business. He's in love, not me. But kind of find out, he wanted to holler at me to see if I was still dealing with, which I wasn't at the time. I wasn't dealing with it no more. But she used it as a game to play him out. And I was like, you don't do that. Don't put him in the middle of your shit. Because you don't rock with him like that. You using him. That's cool. But don't put me in the middle of that shit. Because I'm looking crazy out here. Because you telling everybody you love me, you with him, and he's getting mad at me. I got nothing to do with you. I don't even know you had a boyfriend. I had no idea. So leave me out of that shit. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta understand. We got the Jose's, which is the Dominican dude you thought was the cousin or brother or uncle. He's really the boyfriend, smashing. And we got the other gringos who they might be getting money from. They might be in full-fledged relationships with. Bro, when I tell you, I've had multiple chicks who were married. I'm like, how are you messing with me and you got a whole husband? I don't mind that. I don't mind that we smash. I don't mind that. But you got a whole entire husband. Does this dude know that? Well, obviously you don't know, but how do you think he's going to feel if he ever found out the whole time he's away making money to take care of you, you getting your back blown out by me and maybe whoever else you smashing? Because I honestly, I can't be the only one. I'm never going to be that conceited and say that, oh yeah, she's married and she's only smashing me. I'm sure there was maybe she was only smashing me a lot, but I'm sure she reached out and smashed a dude here and there. A leopard can never change his spots. A zebra can never change his stripes. But you love her though. Let me catch up on these comments. Y'all hit that like button. Earn money sites to copy and paste too. Chris Gabriel, what up? Gary, we got Donald on Habla Conmigo TV. Go subscribe to his channel, man. He does Spanish classes. Throw the phone down and bring it. So says, these pictures go everywhere. Every time they be like, Poppy, I'm in the hospital, I'm dying. There's they send it to 50 people. It's a game of numbers, and at least 20 gonna send money. So if I send right now to 50, at least 20 gonna send money. Royce J, what up? West Odora, there you go. He's like Charlemagne. Genocide said, do you think that a chica that speaks English and maintaining financially can ever love a gringo? Yes, they can. But will they stop those other habits? Yes, they can. But will they stop those other habits? And I'm going to give you two answers. Yes, they can. But will they ever stop those other habits, meaning holler at other men? And no, they can't. Because what would you do to make her love you if you don't speak the language? Just because she speaks English does not mean she loves you because you can communicate with her. It means she went to school, someone paid for her to go to school, she went to school and learned how to be a better her, whatever she is. Not trying to deter any of you, but I want you to understand something. Just because she speaks English does not mean she's not going to stop doing her. Does not mean she went and cut everybody off her phone. Listen, there was a point in my crib where I had a no-lock phone rule. No lock phone. Phone's open at all times. Not because I wanted to check what was going on. I wanted to see how secretive that person would be. That motherfucker would leave their phone in the living room. And it was like I didn't even want to go through it because it couldn't have been a mind fuck. She had nothing to hide. She was like, hey, do me a favor, pass my phone. I gotta call my mom's. And that's when I realized, okay, she was legit until later on down. She, we broke up. She was doing her. But you realize that they're going to do what they're going to do. You can't change a person. I'm going to remind you something. You cannot change a human being. You cannot control. The only thing you control and can give commands to is an animal, your dog, your cat. Okay, you cannot control or give commands to an adult, especially a grown adult who's lived 20, 30 years without you and is set in their ways. They're not just going to up and change. So I'm talking to ladies as well. No one's going to just up and change. They're just not going to do it. It's not going to happen. So what you need to understand is what you're willing to accept, how much baggage you're willing to accept, the baby daddies, the nonsense, what you're willing to accept with that, how much of an attitude you're willing to accept, because they've been sweated, maybe look so good, they've been sweated their whole life, they got a little bit of, what's that word, like they deserve everything. You know what I'm saying? I forgot what the word is. The contact with multiple men because they've always talked to multiple 20, 30 men at a time. Even if they're not smashing them, just conversations. Hey, how you doing? Da, da, da. If you want to deal with that, you got to decide what you want to deal with. And if there's ladies watching this as well, same thing. When you're dealing with a man, his multiple baby mamas, his situation, how many women he been talking to, what he dealing with. You have to decide what you're willing to accept. So that's one thing we all got to realize. I can tell you a million things on this live, but what you have to realize is, what are you willing to accept and not accept? What boundaries are you willing to not have crossed? What limits are you willing to exceed and not exceed? You got to think about that. I can't tell you. I know what I'm willing to accept. I know what the limits I'm not willing to cross. You know, I have rules. I live by rules. And if you don't abide by my rules, I can't rock with you. Like, I know I got women that want to rock with me, but I can't rock with them because they're just not doing what I want them to do. Meaning, flow the way I want to flow. I can't force them to do anything. But meaning, you want this, but you want it this way. Well, if you want this, you got to do it this way. You know what I'm saying? I hope it makes sense, because my biggest thing is we always want something, and then when you realize it's not the way you wanted or what you thought it was, you like, oh man, no, it was you. You accepted too much. You passed your limit on what you're willing to do and accept to please somebody else, to be with somebody. And then when that person overstepped their boundaries, you don't realize you allowed it. Wise man, only time spent in these countries will wise up. That most of someone sent me some wild shit.
Okay, since you sent me those.
Oh, so that, yeah, I guess someone said it was right. That wasn't in Casalinda. It was someone else. Passport Pookie said, Flip-Flop, we support you. Disregard them dudes that live in their mom's basement with the thirsty tank top. No, with their dirty tank tops. Passport Pookie, dirty tank tops. Charles, at the end of the day, men pick and women choose. At the end of the chick would choose and be with the man. That's 100%. No, I agree with you. I agree with you. Bon said, chickens and Sosua take off wedding ring and start working. I'm smashing a married chicken. Boom. There's nothing wrong with that. But imagine how a husband feel. All right, so case in point. I tell you, I've had women that love with me. It is what it is. If you haven't had that, sorry for you. My ex-fiance, the woman I was pretty much going to marry, it didn't happen. I messed that up. I ain't going to lie. I always say probably one of the most perfect women I've ever had in my life. She ended up getting with, I think she's married now or engaged or married, whatever the case may be. Successful Dominican dude. But he knew from, I don't know if he still feels that way, it's been years, but he knew the first 2.5, 3 years he was with her that she still loved me. And he hated me. Like, he despised me. When I would go to the airport, because they have a couple businesses at the airport, and he would see me, even my man was like, yo, you got a problem with homie over there? I'm like, nah, I already knew who it was. Nah, that's just my ex's husband. He don't like me. He would see me places and just like give me the ice. He almost got beat up in front of the floor one time. How bad it was. They was drinking, so I told the girl, I said, I need a table. She said, I got a table right here. It was right next to them. I said, nah, I can't sit over there. I said, I can't sit at that table because it was the table and the chair was right next to her. So I'd have been sitting on her side. So out of respect, I'm like, nah, I can't sit over there. I already know he feels a way about me. He a little dude. I ain't worried about him fighting me, but I know he doesn't like me. And out of respect for her, I'm going to stay away from them. So I said, give me a chair out here. I'll sit on the sidewalk. I'm cool with that. So he peeps I'm there. Of course, I'm more important than he is, obviously, as far as the town goes. So he gets mad and leaves. And when he leaves, he's ice grilling. His truck is right there in front of us. He's ice grilling the shit out of me. And I'm ignoring him because I already know, like, he's a little dude. He's not going to fight me. He's not going to do that. But he really just does not like me. And so two of my mans jump up. They're like, yo, what's up with this little motherfucker right here? I'm like, oh, fellas. And then my ex she even told me, she's always told him, I know you don't like him because he's my ex and all that. She said, but you might want to stay away from him. Like, it's not going to be what you think it's going to be. So she's getting in the car, telling him, hurry up, get in the car. My mans jump up. And I'm just like, fellas, I'm not even paying no mind. He's ice grilling me, he's right beside of me. So he's ice grilling like this, fellas, it's okay. Relax. He's not going to do nothing. His heart. He's got the baddest woman he's ever dealt with in his life. I can tell you that from jump. He's not a bad looking dude, but he's a regular dude. He's a dude who just was into financing and building businesses. A nerd who wanted to make some money and was successful. And now he found a woman that was a dime who he never had that before, and she rocked his world. He could thank me for that. But he was jealous because she was still in love with me. There was a point we tried to get back together, maybe about 4 years later, 4 years after we broke up. And so my man's having an all-black party. So I said, come to the all-black party, we'll go hang out with him. He pulls up. Now she calls me. I'm about to hop in a taxi. Cool. She never shows up to the party. I'm like, all right, I'm not even gonna text her. Maybe she didn't want to come. Maybe she got busy. No problem. I ain't sweating it. I'll see her when I see her. She calls me 2 days later. Like, yo, I'm walking outside thinking it's a taxi. It's him dressed in black. He said, let's go to Greg's all-black party. So her being her, she was like, I don't want no problem. So she just went home with him and dealt with him arguing. And she's like, how did he know? I said, who bought you that phone that you text? Because she had 2 phones. I said, who bought you that phone, that new phone you on? She said, he did. I said, text me from the other phone. Every time she said on the phone, he knew nothing about it. Now, I told her, because I cared about her a lot. I cared about her a whole lot. I said, you know what? Don't let me mess up your life. Go back to old boy. Be with him. I care about you so much, I'm willing to let go, because if we get back, you might have a better situation over there. And I don't know if I could have overcame her being with someone else, because the way I felt about her. So I was like, man, it sounds some romantic sucker shit, but honestly, I told her, go back to your husband or your boyfriend, about to be husband, whatever it is, and be with him. You got a good thing going. He really, really loves you. Go for it. So they together. But at the same time, he was very intimidated. And I don't think he should be now. Hopefully not, because it's been so fucking long. But he was definitely intimidated by me because he knew she still loved me. The point I'm making is, a chick can love you, but how would you know? How would you know if she really loves you? I know women, so I know if a woman's bullshitting me, gaming me, or so. And that being said, the 2 times I got caught out there where I thought that I was dealing with the chick, it wasn't that she didn't love me. It was the fact that she had a whole nother fucking situation and was afraid to lose me, so she didn't tell me. The other chicks I'm talking about. So the wild part is, in both those situations, these chicks was rocking with me. Like, I love you. I want to be with you. But they had to face the reality when the husband was coming back to town. Oh shit. I got a whole situation over it. They might have acted like it didn't exist when we were together, but when the dude was coming to town, they had to really step up and be like, what am I going to do? Yeah, several. Yeah, they gonna act mad. It is what it is. Taylor said they're gonna buy those new Gucci sandals. Now they're gonna buy them. They're gonna buy them fake Gucci sandals. Excuse me. When we was in Brazil, one of the women was kicking genocide. I tried to take a picture. She pointed at her wedding ring. Oh yeah. There was a couple married chicks with us in Brazil on the beach. Remember the chick with the $4,000 dog? I'll leave that for another day. Entitlement. There you go. Thank you. Chris James said ego. Entitlement. Thank you. J. Dot. It happens everywhere, 100%. Intuitive dollar head gassed. Titan CPT. What up with you? I'm dealing with one that never asked for money, shares her passwords, never dealt with transparent women before, bro. Well, some will do that, which I said I had to happen. Some will do that. What I have to say to that is there another phone? I'm not trying to put it under your head, but I've seen this. Is she using her cousin's or her sister phone when she wants to contact somebody? See, what I've realized is that can happen. It 100% can happen. I'm not going to say it can't. But I'm always leery by situations. Because if you're not asking for money, you giving me passwords to your phone, you're not talking to nobody. How are you surviving? And then I always tell you guys, how'd she survive before you? I had a chick one time buy 2 bottles, in the club, which was basically her entire salary for the month. And I was like, mind you, I'm buying my bottles, and I was like, wait a minute. 1 + 2 does not equal 6. How the fuck she afford that? That's her. She spent her whole salary sitting at a bar near me. About the club in the VIP. And I'm like, I'm starting to do Einstein theory of relativity and shit like that. I'm like, E equals MC squared. How the fuck can she afford to pay for that? And that's all she makes the whole month. And I realized she got somebody giving her money. So I'm always that way too. But I'm always paying attention. Like, not saying it can't happen, but I gotta realize, is she gonna put herself to suffer or get some money from a sucker? I got bars. Had Chica 5 years ago telling me she was in bad car accident, but when I look back, photos was bandaged, wrapped, plastic surgery. Bro, let me tell you something, money. I had 2 chicks fake their own death. And if you're on this live, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. Fake their own. Not, it wasn't my chicks. Sorry, it wasn't chicks like I was dealing with. Friends of mine. Fake their own death. Another one, the third one, faked her own kidnapping. She faked her own kidnapping. I was like, man, if you ever see me say, "Hey, zombie," she's in Sosua, she's one of my homegirls. She'd start laughing. I'm like, "Hey, zombie, how you doing?" And this shit be wild as fuck. I'm like, motherfucker, you like they had the rest in peace for her. She made her own little rest in peace signs, all that shit. She was dead. Then one day I'm like, I hit my man, she right here at the bar. She not dead. It's my chick is 36 to 7 years old, I'm exactly 37, and she was single. She's a single mother with a child. I really truly believe that I don't have much to worry about. Well, in most cases with the older women, you don't got much to worry about. And I'll tell you why. The older chicks, and this is everywhere you are, the older chicks, American women as well, don't got time for all them games. Ain't got time to talk to 30 motherfuckers. Ain't got time to do 40 selfies in the club. They trying to get stabilized with their life. Whether it be they single and just their kid and they living their best life with their kid, or whether they be trying to start a business or just working a job or going to school, they ain't got time to do the shit that young girls do. See, when the girls in their 20s, they sitting there, they in between life. They don't know what they want to do with themselves. But when a chick is in her late, that's why I say I don't mess with nobody under 25. I just don't. But chicks in their 30s, they got their head on, know what they want. They know how to stretch their money. They know how to make. If you give them $500, they know how to make $500 last and make the best out of the $500. Like their mindset is different because they've been through the fuckery already. They've been through a lot of bullshit already. Intuitive, you have to live there to be real. You can't be sending. Intuitive Don, I live here, and it still happens. I can't keep my eye on these motherfuckers. I live here. My boy lives in Colombia. My other boy lives in Brazil. I was about to live back in Brazil. You can live here. It doesn't matter. You can't keep an eye on somebody 24/7. I ain't got time to keep tabs with somebody 24/7. Don't think because I live here, my chick is faithful. Don't think that. I don't believe it. Just because you live here does not give you a handicap. Speaking Spanish give me a handicap. Knowing the people I know give me a handicap. She can have her motherfucker on the countryside. A Jose. On the countryside. Hola corazoncito. Hola corazoncito. On the countryside. You know nothing about. She can have a gringo pops in for a quick weekend. And I can't spend the night. I got my son. I got my kids. I can smash you though. I miss you. Smash, chill in the pool a little bit. I gotta go take care of my kid. I gotta go to work tomorrow. And he not gonna think nothing of it because he's like, yeah, you work, you got a kid. I respect it. I love you, baby. You know, I actually had a chick. No bullshit. This fucked me up. I'm used to it, but it fucked me up the timing. I had a chick come to my crib. This was a couple years ago. Come to my crib. Profess her love to me. Tell me how she needed me to stop playing and be her boyfriend. Not just sexual anymore. Let's get serious because I really care about you and I think we should be serious. I was like, listen, Ma, we'll talk about it. I don't know if I want to be serious with anybody right now. I was like, I like you, but we having a good time. We have a good time hanging out. We go out, we chill, we drink, we have sex. Cool, it's all good. She was like, I want something serious with you. I'm like, we'll talk about it. Let's just have fun for now. We'll revisit this conversation soon. 3 hours. How you say it? 3 hours later. 3 hours later. How does that thing go? 3 hours later. On her status, she forgot to block me from her WhatsApp status. A dude is in Casa Linda proposing to her. She forgot to block me on her WhatsApp status. I'm like, that relationship ended pretty fucking fast, didn't it? The whole family's there. The kid, the mother, the son. I was like this. Did she not? And I just kept watching the status. It's like, oh, that's a nice ring too. And they go hugging, they kissing. She said yes. Oh, okay. All right. I'm just scrolling through the stats, and I'm like, motherfucker just left my house, professed her undying love to me. So I didn't say nothing. I'm just like, holy shit. and I just made a mental note of it. So when she did finally, didn't hear from her for days. So then once again, my status pops up. They on the beach chilling with my new husband. I'm so happy. I'm like, oh damn, all right. Ain't say a word. I'm not feeling the way it just blew my mind, the timing of it all. It wasn't like a week later too. It was 3 hours later. And I'm just like, oh, okay, cool. So I bump into her. I think he's in the store. Yeah, he's in the store. She's sitting outside the car getting her daughter something. I didn't know. I'm just walking by. And I go, hey, how you doing? How's marriage life treating you? She was like, I said, don't speak too loud. He's right there. And I just keep it walking. And that's why a lot of chicks dislike me, because I'm how I am with that. I'm not getting involved. I'm good. What you just did for me was give me a get out of jail free card. Every time you be like, but I care about you. You got a whole husband. Remember that day you got proposed to? They never got married. I think he called on her bullshit. She broke up with him. But just tell me I'm good with it. Now, even living here, you can't do nothing. Charlie B outside, what up? Nah, I'm definitely not. I ain't beating up nobody, bro. Definitely not. Ralph in the building, Bodega Boys. King Sam, what's good with you? Small details. There you go. Bro, that shit, listen, my homie, you know I speak the truth. Me and you talk many a times. I'm not going to bullshit nobody. I've been through all these things. I've dealt with women from all over the world. And when I say all over the world, I mean in America, women from everywhere. Traveling to DR, traveling to Colombia, Brazil, Panama, Cuba. You know what I'm saying? And it's the same spit. I'm the same person. So it's the same spit all the time. You know, everybody wants a little help. Everybody needs to come up. Everybody needs a better life, so and so. But my biggest thing is, how was you surviving before I met you? That's what I want to know. I said, I had a chick tell me she wasn't single. Months later, she was pregnant. Oh, bruh. One of the chicks I told you about that had a whole husband, the dude got her pregnant on purpose because he had a feeling. A Dominican dude actually tried to snitch on me. But he couldn't snitch, but I didn't know this situation. I had no idea that he existed. But the Dominican dude had seen us in the club. So he knew him. He knew the gringo. And he went and told him, yo, she's been with this black dude who's very popular. You might know him. But he didn't know my name. He didn't know my YouTube name. Well, I wasn't on YouTube then, excuse me. He didn't know my name. He didn't know. He seen me around a lot because I was always in the club with or without her. So he had put the bug in his ear. So he questioned her. And she was like, nah, I don't know what he's talking about. You know dudes be lying. Funny shit was, I was just telling the story the other day. I was in Ocean World one time. It's like 6 of us sitting down in Ocean World. Few guys, few girls, but I'm not with no girl. We just actually drinking, having a good time at Ocean World. And I feel like a gaze on me, but when I look over, I don't see nobody. So I'm like, whatever. So my man goes, yo, ain't that the chick from the bar? And I go, who? So I look over, and it's her giving me the death stare. But she's with, I can see old boy back, big black dude. I'm like, so she walks by and she goes, And I go, man, get the fuck out of here. Go with your husband. She don't talk to me. And I just ignore her. Like, don't do that. Don't be like, come over here. No, don't do that shit. You with him? Be with him. I'm over here. So the whole night she's staring at me. And I guess he peeped it. Because I heard him say something. He said something real loud. But I was ignoring him. And I guess he peeped she was staring at him because he was saying some shit like, yo, what are you looking at? Or some shit like that. What's going on? But anyway, like, you got a situation, you got to deal with that. You feel me? I'm not the one to really get involved in people's personal shit because I really don't care. I'm going to see you when I see you. Funny story. The same chick that I'm talking about. The same chick. This is how I tell you these chicks, the lies these women tell around the world. I had a boat party. I believe it was like a Memorial Day boat party a few years ago. I can't remember exactly. I think it was a Memorial Day, pre-COVID. A dude pulls up on me. Yo, bro, I want to get your boat party. It's me and my girl. How much y'all pay for my girl? I said, bro, don't worry. Girls are free. You pay. Just bring on. Let me give you this band though. He goes, baby, come over here. It's her. Now, that dude is not her husband. He was a slim black dude. Her husband's a big fat black dude. Because like I said, I saw him and I saw pictures of him and I saw him his back. The dude that was at the ball was a slim dude. She looks at me like, and in my mind I go, Jesus Christ, you have a whole husband. You smashing me, you smashing him, you smashing whoever knows, God knows who much. Jesus Christ, this guy married you and had a kid with you, and you out here just smashing everybody. And you about to get on my boat. I was just like, you can't make this shit up. I told my man, shout out to my man Vern. I told my man Vern yesterday, or Monday, I'm sorry, living in Sosua can give you PTSD when it comes to women. And I'll tell you why. Now, you know, I was around the pimps the whole game, and that shit ain't nothing to me. I'm indifferent when it comes to a lot of shit. But to know that you was just with a chick that you may like a lot, like even if it's sexual, you know, sometimes we just like somebody. It's sexual, but we just like them. You know, if you wasn't a hoe, you be my girlfriend. Like, you know, that type of shit. If you wasn't sucking all his penis, me and you be together. But you have those feelings. You know you like them. And for her to be with you and an hour later be with the other guy and you like this, like, damn, she moved fast. I thought I beat that up. Like, you might have beat it up too. It's just, it's in your head. You know what I'm saying? I'm over that. I'm past that. It don't bother me. It never has really bothered me. My feelings, I don't have feelings like a square per se. Like, I don't really just have my heart open for everybody. Oh man, I care about you. That shit don't bother me. My motto is, I want to hit first that day. I care about it. As long as you're a virgin today. What happened yesterday, what happened tomorrow, I don't give a fuck about it. But as long as you a 24-hour virgin, I'm all in. So I'm kind of past all the feeling shit. You feel me? Y'all hit that like button. So I don't believe in entitlement. My chica wants me to move to the Dominican Republic. I'm good with the fact she doesn't want to come to America. Well, Prophet, a lot of them don't want to come here, believe it or not. A lot of them don't. But like with you, I'm not trying to discourage you. I'm just telling you, you know, keep your eyes open. I always say, keep the eyes open. And another thing, always go with your gut. If your gut tells you something, that's intuition. If something feels wrong, it's wrong. So like I said, I'm glad you're doing your thing, Prophet Rage. But I tell everybody, just keep an open mind. Keep your eyes open. I'm the greatest side dude in the world. Oh, so you pay the rent and stuff. Okay, I'm with you on that. I didn't catch that second comment. He said bars. King Sam, stop playing. Stop playing the game. What is it? I don't know what it is. Yeah, so you got a chick doing something. So that's a little different. Now, if she was doing nothing, I would say yeah. So we on the same page. And now I'm catching up on your comments right now. Yes, you can block a WhatsApp status, bro. Listen, WhatsApp has so many amazing features. WhatsApp is so amazing. You can block somebody and they won't know they're blocked. Your picture will still be there. WhatsApp is amazing, man. Also, there's all these secret. I don't do the secretive app shit. I ain't got time for that shit. These chicks be having secretive apps that makes you think makes you think you talking to them, and they not even see it. The message is blocked, bro. They good with it. King saying, stop playing the game. Mamio said these stories are more entertaining than your brother. And this is real life. They say stuff I'm just making up. It's hot. See, they just rained. It's hot. Regardless of what knowledge you give people, they will believe. But see, at least if, and I can't change nobody's mind, but at least if there's 5 guys right now going through the same situation, those 5 can open their eyes a little bit and stop playing the game. The fuck did that mean? I don't know. She was trying to secure the bag. Let me see. It's crazy how chicks here in America overseas, but maybe not that much overseas will ruin a good thing. Yeah, they will. No, but you gotta understand something. I just said it earlier. Women cheat differently. Okay? A woman will cheat. Now, if she has a whole relationship, that's different. But a woman will cheat and keep that in her head for whenever you fuck up. And I'm talking about if it's your girl. Now, these chicks that I was messing with that had whole husbands, I didn't know. Now, I've only honestly been told by probably, and I'm talking about in DR now. In DR. In America, every chick, you might as well be honest with me because I'm going to find out anyway. Here's what I'm going to find out anyway. But I only had 2 chicks. Well, no, I'm sorry. I had 4 chicks that told me the truth. Me and one actually had a relationship together. She told me, I have a boyfriend. But I really like you. And I was like, you know what? I can't be mad at your honesty. I like you too. We're gonna do us. We're gonna have a great time. When he comes to town, I gotta step back. So we rocked out for like 7-8 months. Like rocked out. He booked his flight, came into town, had like a 50-inch screen TV for her. She told me, like she was crying to me. She was like, remember the guy I told you about? I'm like, yeah, what up? She was like, he's coming to town. I said, all right, cool. Let me get my shit out the crib, take it back to my crib. Good luck. Now, I was kind of like, damn, I'm enjoying this shit. Like I didn't want it to end. It was great. But I did know there was somebody that cared about her. And he back home, working hard, working overtime to be with her. I can't knock it. I gotta respect it. I gotta respect the situation. We have a last night right before he pulls up. We rocking all night long. In the morning, just give me a kiss goodbye. Say, hey, hit me up. Good luck. Have fun. I was a little bit like, damn. Only because I didn't want it to end. We had 7-8 months of just a great time. She rolls up on me like the same day. And she's like, I broke up with him. I said, why'd you do that? I said, he had the TV for you and all that. She was like, I want to be with you. And in my mind, her friends actually saying that, like, yeah, she broke up with him. She loves you. I'm right here with her. I was like, you got to let me think about this shit now. Because my mind was already made up. My mind was already like, keep it moving. We'll see her again when we see her. And she was like, I broke up with him because I want to be with you. Took a minute to register, but we ended up being together. But like I said, if she went the other way, I had to deal with it. It is what it was. You know what I'm saying? But I respect the honesty. Why I said the lies will always be there as long as there are. Yeah, of course. It's most of the Dominican men hate on us dating women. Actually, believe it or not, they don't. Well, all right. It's various opinions. I'll tell you why I earn money. Because like you like me, we in the towns and stuff. We talking to motherfuckers. Do they dislike us dating their women? No. Do they dislike that they can't compete on a financial level with all the gringos? Yes. Because here's the thing. A Dominican man can compete with his machismo. They feel they're more manly and strong, even though they might not be. They're more manly and stronger, right? But how can he compete financially? He may have her heart, and I'm not talking about all, I'm talking about the ones that might complain. He may have her heart and her mind. He may own her heart and her mind. But he knows she has to be with you to pay the bills. I told you, I know people down here who have full-fledged relationships with the Dominican and the gringo, and they know there's gringos down here who pull up. When I'm in town, we in a resort, we chilling, he bought a brand new car, I'm buying a house, and he's throwing that in the Dominican dude's face. I'm marrying her, and when I'm not here, she's yours. Dude done knocked her up twice. Other dude like, I don't care. I'll be in town next week. My bitch better be ready. Somebody babysit that baby. Blows my mind, but it's really a thing happening. The gringo don't give a damn about the Dominican. The Dominican don't give a damn about the gringo, except the fact that financially he's able to do more. And the Dominican dude got a good job, but he's not able to do what the gringo's able to do. The wild part is the Dominican dude got a great job, but the situation. And she's not, he knows what it is, and she's not going to mess up her bread and butter because the gringo don't care. The gringo knows she has a whole Dominican family. They got 2 kids together. And the gringo's like, when I pull up, come pick me up in that brand new Jeep I bought you, and we out. Have somebody babysit them damn kids. That's a wild situation for me. But it happens. He's like, when I'm in town, you are mine. And the Dominican got to deal with that. I've seen that motherfucker upset because he got to deal with it. He's the gringo's paying the bills. The gringo bought the car. The gringo built the house. He don't even care about the house. He built the house for her and her Dominican family. It's wild as fuck. So it kind of goes both ways. You got Americans doing the same shit. Like, Chief, I got your message, like, Chief. I'm still on the phone, though. I'm still on live, excuse me. Leo, you got to go into WhatsApp and play with it. And there's some WhatsApp apps you can download. Go into the Google Store or Apple Store. There's apps you can play with, man. Hidden apps, stuff that, like, bro. There's stuff that when you open, if I go into your WhatsApp, right, so I go on my WhatsApp, my conversation, I ain't got time to be playing around my WhatsApp. There's things you can do where when you open the WhatsApp, it goes to like your call log or goes to like your status. It won't go to your actual conversations. I'd have to do this, do that to go to your conversations. Or if you open WhatsApp, it'll go to another page. And your WhatsApp's behind it till you put a code in. All types of tricks, man. And like I said, the picture will be there. You'll think you're not blocked, and you blocked. Or they must not have been in there right now. They must be out of service. No, you blocked, motherfucker. There's just an app that keeps the picture there. MrFlipFlop should be a life coach and get paid. I should get paid for this shit, right? Somebody hit the cash app. Intuitive Don said, no offense to anyone, but I feel like poor Dominicans don't really think long term. They only think about the day, the richer Dominicans. Well, all right, Intuitive Don, to a point. To a point. And I'm agreeing to a point because you got to understand something. If you've never had nothing, when you, and not me growing up the way I grew up as well, if you never had nothing, when you start to get something, sometimes you don't understand, you don't know how to act. You know, I got a good friend I have messed with over 13, 14 years. Y'all hit that like button right now. And she told me her first time coming to Sosua, she bumped into a dude on a bus. Dude, and she's very pretty girl. And dude was like, yo, it's my first time here. She says, my first time too. He's like, hey, do you want to come to my villa and me you just kick it? She's like, okay, cool. No money was discussed, nothing. She ended up spending 5 days with dude. Didn't really know nothing about Sosua. Just really was in the villa. Went out to eat once in a while, but in the villa. She's really like on vacation. Dude was like, I'm gonna give you some money into my trip. Don't worry about it, but let's just enjoy our time. And just with dude, just with old boy for 5 days. Never really seen Sosua. He about to leave. He gave her $200. Now this is a long time ago. So $200 for 5 days seems like a very reasonable thing. But she told me she just decided that because she was told there's money in Sosua. She just decided to test him. And so she got mad. She said, that's it? That's all I'm worth to you? Are you crazy? And she even said it. When she said it, she didn't even say it with confidence. She just said it to see how he was going to react. Because she didn't know if $200 for 5 days was a good amount of money. She didn't know. She was just trying to make sure he wasn't taking advantage of her being new. So she just said some shit out loud. And if he said, what you mean, that's a good amount, she'd have walked away with it. But when he realized she was mad, he gave her $700. She got on the bus, went home, and it totally backfired that day. You know why? Because when her mother saw she can go to Sosua and make $700 in 5 days, her mother said, you need to go back to Sosua. It's actually a story of a lot of chicks. I'm also going to tell y'all something that's reality. A lot of these chicks, and what you don't know, are swept off their feet by rich Dominican men at 15, 16 years old. As long as they can take care of them, the family be like, all right, cool. They pay the rent for the family, pay the light bill, food. They put the chick up in the crib, put her in school, everything, right? 15, 16 years old. It's a normal thing. And when they turn 18, 19, the Dominican be like, all right, you old enough, I don't want you no more. So they went from living this life of luxury where someone's taking care of them and their family's good to being put out the house, back into their parents' house, and now there's no money coming in. No one's taking care of them anymore. What do you got to do? Hey, we were living good because you were with old boy. Now you're not with old boy no more. What we going to do? And they got to find a way to make money. I've heard that story over and over and over again from Dominican chicks. So think of that mindset where you were living good at 15, 16, 17, 18. And as soon as you got of age, that dude felt you were too old for him. And now you got to go make the money because your family was used to living good, you was used to living good. What you going to do? CME Hustle, what up? So the problem for me is Dominican women got exactly what I love in women, but I'm like 5% Spanish. I know. Trust me, Dominican women got what I love too. Trust me when I tell you, so I understand. Jam, so you're advising not to get involved in relationship with Dominicans if you... No, you can get involved. Hold on. JM, you can get involved, but just understand what you're dealing with. Understand I call it knowing the monster. I used to mess with the chick. I called her Ginger. Remember Ginger from Casino? A lot of you guys who know me from my parties years ago, before FlipFlop, know Ginger. We rocked out, cared about each other undeniably, but she was doing her. And I was doing me. If you got a Ginger, you got to know Ginger has vices. You got to know as much as Ginger plays the room and makes life better for you, for your my parties, my events, money, whatever the case may be, Ginger has vices. Ginger has someone that controls her to a point. A little bit, but to a point. And she has vices in life. She loves the attention, but also she has feelings for someone else too. Once you know the monster, it doesn't bother you anymore. I got your mic, see, Jesus. I knew the monster, so it never fazed me. Believe it or not. A lot of guys would be like, damn, how do you do that? I'm like, I can separate all this shit. It doesn't mean anything to me. Now, I'm gonna tell you something a Dominican told me. Well, a few Dominicans, and I learned it was true when I saw some chicks. So now this is actually holds true in the Latin culture. Now, some people gonna get mad at me when I say Latin culture, but we're talking about Puerto Rico, Colombia, Brazil. Well, Brazil is not Latin, but Latin America, Dominican. If I'm gonna use Dominican right now, but it happens in all these Latin cultures. If a woman goes out, my wife goes out to sell pussy. It's a job. Every time she sleeps with a non-Dominican, it's a job. It's a switch. She's doing take care of the family. But as soon as that motherfucker sleeps with a Dominican, it's love and I'll kill that bitch. And that's a real thing. In Colombia, in DR, in Puerto Rico, it's a real thing. You would think they mastered the art of pimping without pimping. She's doing it to take care of the family. It's not about love. It's literally a job. My biggest thing is I cannot be in a bed with a woman that just has sex with somebody else. I just can't. That's why I said I want a 24-hour virgin. That's all I'm with. But they do it because she's taking care of it. It's really a job. Now some of you would hear that and be like, that's crazy, bro. It's reality. It's fucking reality. Grow up. Put your big boy pants on. Realize that this world we live in is fucking crazy. The same way you don't understand how in America a pimp can have 5 to 10 hoes going out there slinging that box to give him money. It's the same thing here, except it's not actually pimping. It's, I love you, I'm gonna take care of the family. See, pimps don't love their hoes. In these Latin countries, they love their women. They not hoes to them. They love them. And I mean down to the low down dirtiest hoe. She's got somebody that loves her. The one you think that smashed your whole crew. There's a man sitting back that loves her. And all he says is, hey baby, have a good day at work today. I'm just saying. Don't shoot the messenger. I'm expat's the difference. I speak Spanish. Here you go. You can move to DR. It's dope. La Chiva said, yo, Flip, my coworker was like that. He called the night before the flight and tell his chick to pack his things. I'm coming for 2 weeks. He can come back when I'm going. Yo, I did that. Wait a minute. Now, all right, me and my son's mother was not together. But I think I told a story where I popped up to Bani. And I was just coming to visit my son for I was actually going for a day. But I'm staying for 3 days. So when I pulled up, I had my man's car. I pulled up. And when I got out the car, the whole block was like it was a vibe. The block was like, the whole block. So I expected somebody to be in the house. I walk in, the door's open. I walk in. She sleep with my son on the bed. I'm like, yo, what up? So she looks up. Hey, there's nobody in the crib but her and my son. But like I said, when I got out that car and I stood up, the whole block just looked at me. They were like, hey, Greg, hey. I'm like, what's up? She up in here? Yeah, she's in there. And you could tell it was tense. Like everybody was like, oh shit, Greg's here. And like I said, I popped up. Now mind, we was never together. That's my son mother. We was never together, but we just had a kid. As I'm in the crib is filthy. There's no fucking water. There's no lights. There's no food in the fridge. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is going on here? I see a dude got stuff around the crib. You know, it's stuff pasted around the crib. I'm like, yo, so you got a dude living here? And the rent was like $100. But I'm like, I'm paying the rent. You got a dude living here? And his house looks like this? So I said, you know what? Let's go to La Serena. Within 45 minutes, she had food, cleaning supplies, water, and lights. I had it all done. Meanwhile, there's a bum-ass nigga living in the crib who can't even fucking keep the house clean or keep water going. So she's like, yo, I said, listen, I'm going to tell you something. I don't care who you smash. That shit, I know dudes sending her money. I said, I don't care about that shit. You are not my girl, but you are my son. You are the mother of my child. I said, if you got some bum-ass nigga living here and you motherfuckers sitting here living like this, I ain't paying that rent no more. I said, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pay the rent, I think I did 2 or 3 months in advance, and I told landlord, don't call me no more, call her. No one's living here. I said, shorty, speak to some, and that's another thing. So she's a street chick. And I say street chick, meaning her and her sister are fucking ex-narcos. Like I don't know how we met, it is what it is. But they're ex-narcos. Like, her sister did like fucking 7 years in prison. They're real-time, they were doing narco shit, for real. From Bonnie to Boston type shit. So she hated me because I'm a street dude. And she was like, I can never lie to you. I can never get over on you. I'm like, no, you can't get over me. And I feel insulted that she would try. Because everything you've done, I've done it twice. So what are we talking about here? So as time went on, I realized that this dude that was staying in the house got nowhere to stay because I'm in the crib. And he's not going to come to the crib when my big ass is there. So, by the way, I'm kind of a big dude. Sometimes I don't realize that. So, I think he sent a teddy bear or something, and she said it's for my daughter. I said, bitch, if you don't get out of my face with this shit. I said, matter of fact, because I was about to leave, I said, you tell that motherfucker find somewhere to stay for the next 2 days. I'm going to be right here chilling with my son. She's like, there's nobody else. I swear there's nobody else. I'm like, whatever. Try to go because when I'm out in Bani, chicks is always hollering at me. So she's like, oh, I'm going to the club with you. I said, no, you're not. No, you're not. So she would find me in the clubs. And I'm like, all right, you can be with me, but I might leave with somebody else. I don't know what I'm doing. This dude had to sleep on the street for 2 fucking nights. And I ain't lose a wink of sleep about it. Matter of fact, a chick on the street, a drunk chick, like 3 a.m, told me, she was like, you do know that the guy's sleeping in the park down there, right? I said, that's not my fucking problem. And I don't give a fuck about him or you. She was like, I'm just saying, I don't mean to be rude, but he's got nowhere to stay. he ain't gonna have nowhere to stay in 3 months either, because I ain't paying the rent. So I've been through situations like that, but I know what it is. Like, yeah, let that nigga sleep on the street. I don't care. Or if you're gonna live in this house that I paid the $100 a month for, do better. Like, I wouldn't even have said that the house was in pristine condition. There was food, it was clean, there was water, lights. I wouldn't have said a damn thing. Oh, he's taking care of business. Tell him good luck. Don't mess with my son. But he wasn't. So he could sleep in the street. Hit that like button, y'all. Hey, Sim the travel rapper, as I say, in the words of Christopher Bartholomew Brown, these hoes ain't loyal. Dondre, what up? David Ortiz is Dominican. He almost got killed over a hoe. Don't ever forget that. Kay, what up? My man Kay from Barranquilla. What up, Kay? I know exactly who this is. You really need to pay attention. Okay, Lee Perry said Ginger was real. She didn't play. Yeah, listen, I had a Ginger. It is what it is, but you got to know what the animal. And I mean, you got to know the monster. Excuse me, you got to know the monster. If you know the monster and you agree with the monster and you okay with the monster, you can't worry about being scared anymore. She's this way. You accept it, you move on. Yeah, bro, I have no qualms about it. Sneaker pimps, gorilla pimps, facts. Charles, there's a whole lot of different pimps. I was a pimp for 7 hours. That's a whole other story. Oh, Mr. B Smooth, I'm different, man. Like I said, I'm just different. I do not care. I do not have those feelings. Yes, I have loved before. I have been in love before. But at a drop of a motherfucking dime, if a motherfucker come at me a certain way, or I feel a certain way, or I doubt things, if I have any doubt in my mind, that little gut feeling you get, your intuition, I'm gone. That shit don't bother me. I don't chase nobody. I replace everybody. So check out one man go hide her car in Sosua. Hold on, earn money. I had chicks hide their cars too. Facts. I had chicks hide their cars. Someone came up to me. Can you tell her to move her car, please? I'm like, she ain't got no car. Well, she just parked it over there. I'm like, show me. But Sam, it's a real fact. Like Ginger from Casino, I knew what this particular chick was, and it didn't bother me. Shout out to my man Ice City, FlipFlop, some of the best from the sewer. My man Ice City was there damn near every other day. Appreciate you, brother. Much love from me to you. I just subbed to your channel, by the way, too. I didn't even know you had a YouTube channel. He said, I only deal with Dominican who work and only ask me for a little bit as my girl. Yeah, well, I mean, like I said, profit raise. You got your thing going. Like I said, I'm happy for you on that. Hopefully everything works out. I'm just telling everybody else, keep their eyes open. You know, I don't trust nobody. And you know, DTA, don't trust anybody. I think I've lived by that my whole life. And here's why. Not that I won't rock with you, but it takes a lot to earn my trust. I don't just give my trust. Like someone, like a chick, I'm sure you guys who deal with chicks have had this argument. You don't trust me? I'd be like, no, bitch. No, I don't. I don't even know you. I've known you for how many months? And you just want me to trust everything she says. She can't be lying. I don't trust nobody. It takes a while for me to trust somebody. And then if I have that little slither of doubt, I'm out. Doubt leaves me out. Bars. I really just don't give a fuck. Like, my biggest thing is this. For everything I find in that one woman I gotta have, I can find all of that in another one. Now, maybe some of you be like, oh, but you know, she cares about me so much. I'll let that one lie go. I'm good with it. As soon as you let one thing go, it's a fucking snowball effect. It's a goddamn avalanche. Okay? I done had chicks get so caught up in their own lies, they was like, no, that's so-and-so. Oh, no, that was him, but that was him too. But it was so-and-so, but no, it was them. And I'm like, I said, the good thing about me is I have a great fucking memory. I could, like I said, short term, sometimes so-so. But long term, I can remember who my girlfriend was when I was 7 years old. Okay? So it's like, you can't really get over on me because I'm going to remember everything you said. Verbatim. And then we go back to the beginning of the video. When you call them on their bullshit, they turn it on you. Poppy. Remember that time in 1991 when you was doing that shit you was doing? I didn't like that either. I didn't even know you in 1991. What are you talking about right now? We're talking about what you did yesterday. What the fuck does 1991 got to do with this? Poppy, you know what? I'm done talking. This is bullshit. 1991 was very important to me. What the fuck? So as soon as they start turning it on you, you know you've struck a nerve. And they may not know how to respond. See, me, I'm cool under pressure. I'm cool under pressure. There was a video of one of them YouTube, the funny YouTube guys or Instagram guys, and they had the girl was like, "This is you." It's like, "Not me." Oh, and your friend was in. They both said, "Not me." And then the girl was there. Said, "She's right here." And she said, "You gonna say that ain't y'all?" It was like, "I don't know her." I'm quick on my feet, so you ain't catching me off guard. But when you catch some people off guard, they don't know what to say, so they just start throwing shit. Remember that time you was over there doing that? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. What the fuck does Doritos got to do with Frito-Lay? You know what I'm saying? Like they start adding shit in, they got nothing to do with the conversation. Pay attention. Don't trust before you trust, 100%. All right, City, much appreciated, brother. Like I said, I'm definitely sub to you. Well, Dondre, honestly, men play the long game, but men get lost in the long game. That's what this video is really about, too. Some men get lost. Like a guy may say, I'm going to play the long game. I'm going to smash. I'm going to give her this, give her that, but I'm going to smash. I'm going to get mine. I'm good. But then they get caught up in the bullshit, and the game reverses on them. Who was her Lester Diamond? She didn't really have a Lester Diamond per se. What my particular ginger had was a vice for attention. I gave her, in what I was doing, a lot of attention. And, you know, being with me, she got even more attention. And her vice ended up being the attention. She even told me years later, she was like, I was addicted to all the attention I got from you. And all the attention that your friends gave me. And everywhere I went, we were like fucking Jay and Beyonce. We went in the club. So her vice was, her Lester Diamond really was the attention. She always had attention because she was a very pretty chick. But the vice became, it was so much attention. Now instead of 2 or 3 guys a day hollering at her, she had 20, 30 guys trying to talk to her per day. You know, I remember going out to breakfast with her. We out to breakfast. She's like, yo, that guy over there at that restaurant sent me like $500 the other day. I said, what you want me to do? She said, I'm just letting you know in case he pulls up. I said, he ain't pulling up when I'm here, but if he does, you better talk to him. That's your business, not mine. Damn it. Sorry, I just lost that my live for 2 seconds. She said, well, we going for lobster. And I said, that's his business. Hang on, bro. If we going for lobster, I'm good. Fuck him. You know what I mean? But her vice was the attention. And pardon me, it's raining. My Wi-Fi just went out real quick. I'm not in the basement. I don't know why my Wi-Fi's going out. It's weird. Appreciate you, Dashim. You already know. Well, with Prophet of Rage, I mean, I guess he's pointing some red flag, but he's saying why his situation is good. And I'm happy for him. You know what it is? You got to have a great situation. But, yeah, I mean, here's the thing. Like I said, all this comes up from all these stories in the past month and shit that been happening. It's in Colombia, DR. Just keep your head about you, this one, when you're dealing with these chicks. Understand that they have whole lives you didn't know about. You feel me? And like I said, if you're dealing with a chick, she's pretty much got a secondary Instagram following your other chicks, see what you're doing. Any chick makes a comment on your page, on your picture, they follow them immediately from another account, watching everything that's done. If a chick knows you got a new girlfriend or you're seeing somebody, they following them. Like these chicks, I literally have a fucking spider web of chicks following each other. I'm like, y'all some stalking ass bros. What's wrong with y'all? And it's weird because, like I said, I've had a chick say, I hope you had fun on the beach. I'm like, I wasn't on the beach. What the hell are you talking about? So I've had to realize that some of my life, like I don't live my life on social media, but I realized that some of my life was being portrayed on other people's statuses. So chicks would be like, I saw you. I'm like, I don't even know what the weirdest part with these chicks is when they're telling me I did something and I'll be like, I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about. I was at home in my boxes playing Madden. Like, whatever else you know about that I did, I don't know. Charles, the dude is happy. If he's happy, let him be happy. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you gotta just, my biggest thing is pay attention. And it's not just women in DR, it's not just women in Colombia, it's not just women in Thailand, it's not just women in Brazil, it's women in America, it's women everywhere around the world. Lies that women tell around the world. Now, when I said parentheses, you thought I was gonna say Sosua. It's not just Sosua. These chicks are scandalous. They are scandalous. You have to set your boundaries. And for my ladies who are watching, the men you're dealing with are scandalous too. I'm not going to just say it's all just women only. You know what I'm saying? And like someone said, I live here. I got a handicap. Man, I can live here. I still don't know where these motherfuckers at. I live here. I don't know where any of my bras at right now at all. I have no idea. I know I'm sitting in my crib right now doing this live. I have no idea where one motherfucker is right now. Nor do I care. Because guess what? I'm content being me. I'm happy being me. So that's another thing that a lot of us lose focus on. Let her do what she gonna do as long as I'm happy or she makes me happy when I'm around her. But I still have to be happy. You guys know my motto. In order to be happy, you gotta be selfish. So if she gonna be a hoe, let her be the best hoe. And then when she with me, she my hoe. I think that's the easy way to think about it. Easiest way to think about it. I do me, you do you. When we together, we do us. A lot of y'all can't get that mindset because you want me. I want this to be mine. You want to be the kid that don't share his toys. Not realizing his toys is like Toy Story, sneaking out the house, going to play with other kids. I'm just saying. Hell's Angel got a motto: when in doubt, knock them out. I didn't know that's a real. I like that motto. Alonzo, what up? Keith said, good info every time I go to the yard. I think the same chicks are there for my enjoyment. That's it. They're there for you. Listen, I'm not gonna get into this. Might get me banned from YouTube. I'm not gonna get into no women are only vessels and all this other crap. But a woman is there for me to make sure I'm good, my pleasure, my time, whatever I need. I don't need a woman to give me what is the word? Give me confidence, pat me on the back. I'm too busy giving myself confidence, pat myself on the back, motivate myself. So a woman is there to make sure my needs are fulfilled, whether it be business, whether it be personal. My needs are fulfilled. Like I said, VOV. Remember this, VOV. I just do some gang signs. I apologize. Value of vagina. Some of you guys put the vagina on a pedestal. I don't. And when you put the vagina on a pedestal, what happens? You pray to the vagina. Vagina. I ain't praying no motherfucking vagina, man. It's just a vagina. I play with it. I go home. I leave. I'm done. I don't think about it. I don't stress it. I don't worry about it. I don't worry if someone else is playing with it. I play with it first. That day at least. I don't care. But that's a mindset that I've lived by. So I'm just trying to tell my guys, be wary. Keep your eyes open. Face and waist do not always close the case. Bars. I'm nice with you. I gotta start. Hey Sim, I gotta start spitting again, bro. Face and waist do not always close the case. Like some of y'all just face and waist and y'all they got you. The thirst is real. So you understand that I'm curious, how do you find out who's following you on WhatsApp? Go to your status. Right? I'm gonna show you right now. So go to my status and let me put my phone in there. If your girl's number is here, don't worry about it. So go to your status, click those 3 buttons. Click on, it says, see how many views? 100, all those views. Now, if you really want to see, you can click on it, touch that bottom right there. So this was 97 views. And I can see every single person that viewed that status. Every single person. So maybe you was in your status, you was cursing somebody out. I can't stand that motherfucker flip-flop. But you ain't know I blocked you. So you can go to that status. That status is on for 24 hours. So you at 23 hours, you got 100 views, and you don't see my name pull up, you got blocked. Block. And you put the status just for me. You were like, and you can also put up statuses just for the particular person. Like if you want to be a whole dick, I've so done this. If you want to be a whole dick and be like you only want 2 people to see it, and because you're talking to one of them or both of them, and you be like, you dumb mother effers don't realize I don't give a mother F about your VOV. You done talking your shit. They're the only ones gonna see it. And you can put it. You gotta, like I said, you gotta play with WhatsApp, man. See, these chicks put me on how to play with WhatsApp. Cause I realized like there was certain shit going on that shouldn't be going on. WhatsApp has a lot of features, man. And they have a help thing where you can talk to them. And they'll tell you how to do the features. There are outside apps that will connect to WhatsApp and give you the extra features, like the secretive features. But this man, she can do on WhatsApp. Into it down said it's crazy to get the best. Well, yes and no. Their best years sometimes are given to the wrong people, not just the streets, to the wrong people. And sometimes their best years are given to school. You know, I had a chick that just busted her ass, went to school. Ended up getting pregnant by her boyfriend, her husband at the time, I guess it was. But she was bust her ass, went to school. And now she's super successful. I mean, she's had to struggle to get to success, but she's super successful now. And her best years were just spent working and school. That's all she did. Now, she has enough money to live how she want to live. That's kind of like the American dream, as it used to be, right? But she had to struggle to get to that point. Steve-O said this must be double Dutch for Brad. Right, fact. Shout out to Brad. King Sam said, stop playing the game. You are stuck in the game. Yo, who was old boy? I loved him, man. I need so I asked some expats if they knew him. No one knew him. He said everybody knows him. Shout out to him. Stop playing the game. But I actually watched the entire video. And even Finger was like, what game are you talking about? You playing the game. Someone made a comment in the chat. I'm not going to go too far. And they said, wait a minute, brother. You said you was in the military for 21 years. You played the game for 21 years. Now you're not playing the game no more? Shout out to the bro. Brian, really, what up? It definitely is nothing new. Oh, facts, Brian. You're the Navy guy. Shout out to all my Navy guys. King Sam, big booty and beautiful smile. Face and waist. There you go. Yeah, they're definitely looking at your social media, man. You know, like I said, I got a web of chicks right now that just follow each other, and they don't talk to each other. They just follow each other to see what I'm doing. And the funny thing is, like, my son's mother, I'll never forget. She was like, she said something to me one time. Real slick ass comment. She was like, you son of a bitch, I hope you die. And you was over here doing this. I was like, I have no fucking clue who you're talking to right now. But I was never over there. And I have no idea who was over there that you thought I was. Or you thought was me. So later on, she was like, oh, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about, B. I was home. She couldn't put me in a situation, but she saw someone that I was dealing with that was over there, so she figured I was there. Then I had another one tell me, you and that bitch had fun in Santiago. I'm like, me and my boy Cat. He's not a bitch. he's a whole male. What? She's like, you wasn't with him, you was with her. I'm like, if she happened to be there at the same time, I didn't see her, but I have no idea what you're talking about. And then later, I was like, well, she didn't say she was there, so what are you talking about? Like, it be like that. Like, they really follow each other. The insecurity's crazy with these women. And a lot of you men, too, are very fucking insecure. Trust me. Now, my insecurities are more about what I feel, not how anyone else feels about me. We all have insecurities. My insecurities, and I will never tell my insecurities, but my insecurities are about me. My insecurities are how I feel about myself. Now, how anyone else feels about me. I'm my biggest critic, I'm my biggest fan, and I'm my biggest critic at all times. Those are my insecurities are personal. I never have an insecurity about how someone else thinks about me, how someone else feels about me. Someone doesn't like me. Jesus Christ, if I cared about someone that doesn't like me, I'd fucking slip my wrist. Because so many people don't like me. I don't think about that shit. But some of these chicks, and some of you guys too, are so insecure, you worried about what everyone else talking about. Man, I'm worried about, are the Giants going to beat Washington on Sunday? Are the Knicks going to win a championship before I die? Seriously, that's really all I worry about. My biggest concerns in life are shit that you probably don't even think about. As long as my kids are all good, all my kids are straight, my biggest concern is, will the Giants win this weekend? Will we get a top 20 draft pick if we get to the playoffs? Will the Knicks ever win a championship in my lifetime? I stress about that more than anything. Some of you are like, damn, yeah, I swear to God. I don't think about what my bitch is doing. I don't think about what your bitch is doing. I don't think about it. If she's got this live playing right now in the fucking hotel with her legs in the air, getting pounded out, hey baby, I see you later. I want some quesadillas. Like, I don't know, man. That shit don't faze me like it fazes other people. I just be like, you dirty motherfucker, get over here. Give me a kiss. Mr. Relentless, what's good? Oh, I want to shout out Mr. Infamous. I left the bar earlier. I'll be at the bar all day, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, all day, open and close. He brought me a fucking big ass bag of Johnny Walker Blue Label. Mr. Infamous, I don't know if you're seeing this video right now, but I will see you tomorrow, hopefully. Big shout to you. And big shout to my man BT, big time. He's in town having a great time. Sending me videos every 5 minutes. I don't know if he watches the live or not. But big shout to Mr. Infamous. I got the bottle. I'll pick it up tomorrow. I'll be at the bar tomorrow. Thank you very much. Give me a little bag. It's like a little carry-on bag, Blue Label, and a bottle of Blue Label inside the bag. Shout out to Mr. Infamous for that. Thank you for that gift, brother. Much love. Charles said, you're smart, bro, because when you give credits to what someone thinks or feels about you, of course, no one's going to have control over me. And Wiseman said, my commanders take care of it. All right, hey, I'm stressed right now about that. If you be like, Greg, do you know where your girl is? No, I don't. But here's my thing. I want to make sure the Giants win. and I think that's another thing. Like, how do you guys stress over your chick or any chick and you are back home? Like, if you're 3,000 miles away, I can't worry. That's why I told the dude the other day, my dude, I can't worry about what niggas in Nebraska is talking about. Y'all 3,000, 4,000 miles away. You telling me what's happening in DR, you in Nebraska. I can't tell you about Nebraska. Is it snowing? I don't know. Is it chilly? I don't know. So, how are you stressing over a chicken you 3,000 miles away? You can't transport over here. In Star Trek. King Sam said 11 great. I have 7 great kids. Thank you very much. Mr. Good Vibration, Shalom. I'm good. I'm on IG. Mr. I don't have no. King Sam, why ain't you posting all this stuff up here? Where's my good admins at? I got the bad ones here right now. Some of these mods get on my nerves. My IG I'm posting right now. Mr.FlipFlop_round. Charles said, when you're not there, she gonna do. That's my thing, and that's the same as America. Listen, I said it before and I'll say it again. A lot of you guys do not realize I was the guy coming to your house when you went to work. Susie Homemaker, she was getting all this dick. Sorry, Jesus, forgive me, I apologize. Susie Homemaker was getting smashed, cooking me breakfast. I was sitting in your favorite chair. Matter of fact, I got the newspaper before you got it, because you left too early. Delivery boy ain't delivered. I'm at the table reading the newspaper, waiting for my eggs and bacon. So don't just think it's DR. I actually had stopped smashing dudes' wives. That's why I said I felt a type of way when I smashed my wife. Because I felt the way. I was like, yo, this is crazy. This motherfucker working hard for his lady. He loves her. He's taking care of her. And here I go hornswoggling her. I didn't feel good about that. Like, honestly, I got a heart. Little heart, but it's a heart. And I was like, man, I don't feel comfortable smashing her. I'm over here blowing her back out. And he's at work working overtime because he loves her. I had to chill. So think about that. Think about when you're not around and someone is hornswoggling your chick. Look the word up. Hornswoggle. They just horn. Bang, bang, bang. And you all in love. You worked the whole night of OT. And you in love. I'm just saying. That's why I don't like messing with married women. I'd rather just say F it. I won't deal with you. Don't shoot the messenger. I'm just telling the stories that the life I live. Someone sitting there right now, calling their girl. You know MrFlipFlop, bitch? Do you know FlipFlop? Hold on. King Sam said 11 kids, 3 in Brazil, 1 in Colombia. Nah, I got some snows. I ain't got no kids. I ain't claiming them. Shout out to all the bros. Hit me up right now. Oh shit, 1 second. Let me text the bar. So is the soccer game over? Let me text the bar right now so I'm turning my channels. I think the soccer game's over. Any questions, guys? I ain't getting out of here. We having a good convo. I ain't getting out of here. But is any questions? Okay, all over, yeah. Any questions you guys got, let me know. Taco. Let me send this message to the bar because I am not there. I should be there, but I'm not. Yeah, okay, cool. Let me catch up on these comments. He said, somebody got to do it. Yeah. Mr. Good said, that's stealing. I ain't trying to steal from nobody. Look, I actually have a code. Like I said, I live by codes. I live by rules. My biggest thing is, with me, rules have kept me alive this long. You know, coming from South Jamaica, Queens, coming from New York City, rules have kept me alive this long. I live by rules. If you don't live by rules, 1 second. We're going to keep this live going. We're not ending this live. Y'all like and share. Don't get off the live. Hit that like button. We having a good combo, so we're going to keep it going. I got to ask Mama Flip to help me out. I need some more Merlot. Full cup. Hey, Liz. I sent you a message. Okay, thank you. Jesse Shorts, what's good, brother? Chi-Town in the building. I know you out there traveling. Do your thing. I hope you enjoy yourself, Jesse. Real talk. King Sam, let's do some whiskey this time, brother. Let's do some whiskey. Blue Moon said, I thought the guy from your homeboy live that he just kept saying, stop playing. Stop playing the game. I loved it. One of my favorite lives of all time. If you ever heard somebody say something while saying absolutely nothing, that was infamous. Infamous. There are people that capture you by saying absolutely fucking nothing, but you believe they're saying something. Stop playing the game. I would love to get him on my live. Because I would call the live stop playing the game. No one understood what he was talking about, but it grabbed you. It grabbed you. Like, you were like, I do not want to play the game. I was like, I don't want to play the game no more. Whatever the game is, I don't want to play it. I turned my PlayStation off. I was like, fuck this PlayStation. No more. He said, stop playing the games. I deleted some games from my phone. I was like, Candy Crush is gone. I was like, motherfuck these games. And I was like, what game was he talking about? Nah, that was dope though. I'm sorry. It was fun. Profit rate, it's all good, brother. It's all good. Stop playing the game. It'll get better if you stop. He said something about, because I watched that live. Like I said, my Haitian brother, shout out my brother Finger, was on the beach in front of his Haitian business with Haitians walking by. I didn't see anything drastic happen. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, so I watched the entire live and stop playing the game. Even Finger was like, "What game are you talking about?" Like, even I was confused because I just deleted all my games and I was like, "Fuck these games." Then I was like, "What game is he talking about?" He's like, "Stop playing the game." Matter of fact, I'm gonna tell y'all that. All y'all simps out there texting y'all girl. Look, we lost 20 people from the live. They done text their girl right now. Are you playing the game? Let me stop. I love the dude. It was a dope live. I would love to have him on my live. And we're going to spend 45 minutes just saying, stop playing the game. He was like, if all the NBA players walk off the court, there won't be no games. Yeah, when the game is over, they all leave the court. That's pretty much how basketball works. Football too. When the game's over, they leave. But ain't nobody just walking off no court. Mr. Relentless, what's good? Latest DR, man. DR's livid, man. We having fun. Chris said, hey, Flip, when I post on WhatsApp and then all the hospital photos of family need help. Yeah, but look, Chris, you gotta go get a little tube, tie it to your arm, lay in the bed like that, make your own photo, and be like, I'm so sick. See how people send you money. Do you remember the title? I don't know. I don't remember. I think it was called "You Need to Hear This." Hear this. I don't remember. What happened was, someone sent it to me because people be chatty patty in the comments, and they were like, Finger Flip called you a liar. That's why I said, what do y'all think gonna happen by y'all mentioning my name in these chats? Someone gonna run up on me? Y'all got the game fucked up for you little troll motherfuckers. And hold on. What's the homie name? I gotta go to the channel right now. Wait. Shout out to the big homie, troll. Hold on, let me find this. His channel, I'm subbed to him, and I love it. I don't want to get on his bad side. Pour that in there. Just pour some in there, please. I don't want to get on his bad side. Fill that up for me. Shout out to Mama Flip coming through with the Merlot. That's good. You can put that back in the fridge. Thank you. I don't want to get on his bad side. Yeah, soccer's over. Thanks, Steve. I had to tell the ball. I don't want to get on his bad side. But I gotta find this live. Big J sent it to me. I'm subbed to him now. I won't lie. Dude's video is funny as hell. Why can't I find this stuff right now? I got a whole Big J conversation over here. He went in. Oh shit, I can't find it. Hold on. Let me go to my YouTube. Hey, look. He went in on another YouTuber. And I was like bugging, like it was crazy. And it was funny as hell. What the hell is that? Okay, not that. Damn, I watch a lot of stuff on YouTube, don't I? Oh, here we go. The Troll Soul Taker. It's a weird, the Troll Soul Taker. He talking about the little pizza delivery guy. Funniest fucking video I've seen in a while. Oh, it's hilarious. It's a Suicide Squad jet. It's called, Steve-O calls it soccer. But yeah, shout to the troll soul taker. It's definitely a dope video. He had me. I said, bro, I'm sub. I do not want to get on your bad side. Just make sure you hit. His voice sounds hella familiar. I might know him, but all I'm saying is, I do not want to get on your bad side, because he made a hell of a video. Me and Big J was cracking the fuck up. Your first 2 drinks is on me and Big J, straight like that. Anyway, so back to what we talking about. Y'all hit that like button if you're in the building. So y'all gotta ask me some questions right now if you want to know if your chick out there slinging the box out, giving the box for free. If she's really with the homies, you know what I'm saying? If she's just on the Malecon with friends, I'll tell you all that. I'll give it up. On the live, I'm gonna give it up. But in person, I'm gonna be like, fam, I don't know what you're talking about. So you can call your girl and be like, yo, FlipFlop said, I had a chick front up on me. You told my boyfriend I had mad boyfriends. I was like, I don't even know you. He said FlipFlop said. I was like, yeah, well, I kind of said, hoes out. That shit's funny as hell. That shit definitely funny as hell. The rain stopped. It got kind of warm now. Let me catch up on these comments. J Ross, if she overseas and you want this, but J Ross, if she's overseas and you are here, that's what I'm trying to get y'all to understand. You 3,000 miles away. I'm 5-10 minutes away, and I can't control that. Let me explain something to you. I don't know about y'all. Like some of y'all may do with y'all. When I want to get one off and just I'm in and out like crack house. I'm rocking out from the time we meet to the time we leave each other. I don't need more than 20-30 minutes. You understand? Like I got shit to do. My time is very, like, if I ain't hanging with you, if we just it's a smash and go, 20-30 minutes, I'm out. See you later. Have fun. I got shit to do. Now, if it's my chick, we hanging out, we drinking, we talking, watching TV, watching something. Okay, cool, that's different. But if it's just me, I call it a smash and grab. Meaning, I'm in, I'm out. I got to go back to doing shit. 20-30 minutes, I'm out. So, you think the same way I can go do 20-30 minutes, that chick that's with me is 20-30 minutes too. Meaning the whole encounter. You think a chick tells you, I'm going to get my hair done, and she been going for 3 hours. She only needed 30-40 minutes. Especially if it's a motherfucker like me. Well, I'm just coming to knock one off and toodaloo, toodaloo. I don't need you around no more. Block. I love the chicks that know they're going to get blocked. They be like, so I'll wait to see your picture again, and you'll be calling me. Yeah, when you see my photo again in the status, you know it's me. Block. You know what I'm saying? So it don't take that long for a motherfucker to get smashed. Now, some of you dudes want to wine and dine, take them to dinner, buy 55-inch screen TVs. Well, can you be? I'm on live. Neighbors are rude. Y'all want to do all that. That's cool. Me personally, I got one thing on my mind. Release my stress, release my tension. And you go. Oh, let me catch you one. That's what I said, J. Ross. Okay, it says, Blue Moon said, I agree with you. I have my master's degree, can read and write well. I don't smoke or drink, and I didn't even know what he was talking about. Blue Moon, because you're playing the game. He said, I got my master's degree. Some of y'all are wrong. I'm going to tell you, Blue Moon, that's wrong. That's all wrong. Charles said, what does it mean when a chick puts a bunch of hickeys on your neck and a chick did that to me? And what it means is she wants other chicks to see that, to know that you're taking. Try to put a hickey on her neck. She'll be like, no, it's against my religion. God don't like hickeys. You just gave me 15 hickeys. No, for me. God don't want me to have hickeys. Try to put a hickey back on her neck. Dominicans can't stand hickeys because they know someone gonna see them and they're gonna be like, You was out there humping, wasn't you? I hope this live ain't too real for y'all. I hope y'all like, share, subscribe to this whole live, because some people need to hear this shit. So you can understand and say, yo, Flip, where do them sexy model chicks that the merengue singers be bagging and the ones that be in the Dominican TV dancing with to be at? They all over. I messed with 2 chicks that was on TV. I forgot the name of that damn show. It's still going on now. There was the dancers on the TV show. I used to mess with a couple of them. You can find them, but you got to be able to talk. If you can talk Spanish, you got them. I haven't told you a story about Green Eyes. I think I told a story before. So, and I can't remember her name at the moment. I'm gonna call her Green Eyes. She was a white Dominican with green eyes, beautiful. Danced on one of the main shows on Dominican TV. Damn, something stink out there. Danced on one of the shows out there, right? So we met actually through a friend, and kind of like a blind date type thing, but it wasn't a date. And we just stayed in touch. I came to Santo Domingo. We rocked. I was in Santo Domingo I was living in Santo Domingo for a while. So we just rocked out. Something smells bad. We rocked out, and we had a good time. We gave her for maybe 2 months, and I went back to Sosua. So I'm in Sosua. Now that's the old Rumba. When the parking lot was I used to park in front of the men's bathroom. My parking spot was the men's bathroom. So that whole thing behind the men's bathroom and back where we all sit at now, that was a whole parking lot. Like I said, my parking spot, everybody knew, do not park at the men's bathroom. That was my parking spot. So this was back then. So one day, I hadn't seen her probably about 4 months. We kept in touch, but this is before WhatsApp. So we're just texting every now and then, talking on Facebook. And I'm actually getting close to my ex-fiance at that exact time. She goes, I bought a ticket to Sosua, the place you said you live. I don't know where I'm going, but I'll be there in a few hours. And I was like, holy shit, what the I said, what? She was like, I miss you, I want to see you. I'm hopping the bus right now. I'm like, oh, like I said, there's no WhatsApp back then, so it's just text messaging. I'm like, oh my gosh, she's coming to Sosua. Now, my chick wasn't with me all the time like that, so I was telling her, hey, I'm a bouncer for a few days, and she never searched for me and that. She really let me do what I was going to do. She let me become who I became because she didn't stress me. Not like other chicks would, well, you party too much, you do this. Motherfucker, this is my job, this is my business, what I do. Paradise Life is a business. My ex-fiance didn't stress me for shit. She was like, call me when you're done. I see you, I miss you, I love you. Left it at that. That's why I can't compare anyone to her. She was like, go do what you're doing. I'll see you when you're free. So shorty comes to town. Green Eyes. I get a text message. Now she got there before I thought she would. She was like, I'm right out standing outside some place called Cheramico. The bus is here. Where are you? I was like, give me a second, I'm on the way. Went and picked her up. I was like, you really came out here? She's like, yeah, I miss you. Like, what the fuck? She's like, you my boyfriend. I've never seen you. And I'm like, I'm your boyfriend. In my mind, I was like, I don't know if I'm your boyfriend, but okay. Anyway, so we get to my crib, drop everything off. We have, we gotta do the I ain't seen you in a while, making love type shit. Then we go to Rumba. Biggest mistake I've made in my motherfucking life. I really cared about this chick, but I couldn't be in Santo Domingo. She couldn't be. I didn't want her in Sosua, and so we go to Rumba. Now, one of my favorite tables was in the middle of Rumba. Remember them old tables they had with the raggedy straw type joints, and there was a fan right above us. So one of my favorite tables inside of Rumba. This is before when the whole thing was a parking lot. So I'm sitting down with her, and when my homegirls pulls up, my homegirl knew I always kept it G. She was like, yo, all the girls texting me, oh my gosh, she's so pretty, da-da-da. And I kept telling her, all the girls are scared to come to the table because you're here, but they all say how pretty you are. She was like, okay, that's cool, da-da-da. And like I said, before WhatsApp, so girls are texting me, yo, your girlfriend is so fucking pretty. You are so lucky. I'm like, yeah, whatever. So she goes to the bathroom. Now, here's the thing. My homegirl's at the table, kicking it, trying to ease her up. Say, yeah, these are girls chilling out here. Hopefully, she didn't realize nobody's selling pussy. Well, she goes to the bathroom. Green Eyes goes to the bathroom. And when Green Eyes goes to the bathroom, now this is 13 years ago, somebody offers her 6,000 pesos at the bathroom. Whoever you are, you're a piece of shit, and you really almost ruined my whole weekend. But I don't blame you because she was the baddest chick in the room that day. She comes back and she goes to my homegirl first in Spanish, which I acted like I didn't hear none of that. She was like, "Are the girls here hookers?" And I was like, "Oh shit. I didn't even see it. Is that ESPN on right there? Is that ESPN? What, did he kick a field goal?" Like I'm totally acting like I didn't hear what she just said. She goes, "Motherfucker." And I go, "Huh? What?" She goes, "Is that why you want me to come here? Is hookers here?" I said, "Well, you know that prostitution is everywhere in the world. It don't what happened in the bathroom?" She goes, "Motherfuckers owed me 6,000 pesos." I said, Did you take it?" She hit me she punched me. She was like, "That's why you don't want me here?" I was like, "Baby, I didn't want to tell you. You want something to drink?" I didn't know what to say. I was stuck. We had a great weekend. After she got over there, she actually bumped into some girls she grew up with in Santo Domingo. She's from like a real crazy hood in Santo Domingo, right outside of Capetillo. Not Capetillo, right outside of Capetillo. And she actually bumped into some girls she knew, and they were like, "Have Greg's a great guy, and he don't mess with no girls." So that made me look a little bit better. But she was like, she was by my side the whole weekend. Everybody, even my boys were like, "Damn, she's beautiful." But she left, and I went to Santo Domingo to see her maybe 2 months later. We have a great weekend, and she tells me, "I can't fuck with you no more." I was like, "What happened?" Like, I thought it was like we love each other. Like, ain't it love? She was like, "You live in Sosua." Like, I heard all about Sosua from I know everything now about Sosua, and now I know why you didn't want me there. And I don't know what you do. Everybody talks well about you, but I can't have my boyfriend living over there. First of all, like I said, I didn't know I was your boyfriend, but okay. And I was like, "Oh my God, don't leave me, please. Oh no, please." She's like, "Nah, we're gonna end this. I appreciate you, everything you done for me, how good you made me feel, but we gotta say goodbye because I've gotta move on." I was like, "No, man, no, don't do it, don't leave." Okay, see you later. But like that really happened to me. Like, this was one of the baddest chicks, a TV chick, one of the baddest chicks like in the whole joint, and she literally was like, cut me the fuck off, and I was like, "Okay, it is what it is." I'm gonna put him on my live. I swear to God, I am. Well, yeah, they gonna check your Facebook and all that. They gonna check everything. WG said, "Nah, I like to spend the night with the OE." My insecurity is definitely about myself. Yeah, I mean, we all have insecurities, but my insecurity is about me. My insecurity ain't about who my chick is fucking or what she doing. That shit don't register here. My insecurity is, why am I this way? They're worried about that. My insecurity is, why am I the way I am? Yeah, you heard that, right? She was over there screaming, "What the fuck is going on?" He said he thought wine and dime and eat the box. Shout out to my man Trevor Lunga. "I accepted my DR girl was for the streets a while back. I need to stop playing the game." Shout out to my homie Trevor right there. Appreciate that super chat, brother. Much love. I got one grandchild, one grandson. That's it. And I better not have any more anytime soon. My daughter ain't even 18 yet. Johnny Cash said, "I got my heart broken in 7th grade. Ever since then, I've been keep my guard up. Don't even trust my kids." His mother, I've been or crazy ass 20 years. Yeah, you got it. Look, now 7th grade, yeah, it is what it is. But we all had a little heartbreak here and there, right? Double A, what up? So Sasquatch. Wait. So remember I told you my ex-fiance, I had the bet going on with my ex-fiance. So Sasquatch said she should have took the 6K. Listen, so I made a bet at one of these websites years ago that no one could get my chick's number. None of that. I made $1,000 bet. No one get my chick number. Y'all can say y'all can do what y'all want. Try to holler at her. You can't get it, right? Every dude tried their best to get at her. So one day, I'm at the beach, and she's like, "Yo, can you come pick me up from work?" I'm like, "Cool." So she was telling me there was 2 dudes at the bar, She was telling me the dude offered her 100,000 pesos for 1 hour. And I was like, you ain't take it? Motherfucker punched me right in my head. And she was like, I said, there's 100,000 pesos. That's a lot. He said, only an hour. He kind of old too. Who knows? So you can understand this. I remember one time I put a chick in her place publicly. She was looking at me while she was with another dude. Dude said it all right. Of course, it's always about respect. So you can understand this. I'm quick to tell a chick, respect the man's time you with. Don't be on them. Yeah, 100%. You with them, do that. Same thing as you with me. Leave me the motherfucker alone. He said, you raw dog. Face mob, get fit. What up with you? Bronze Demon in the building. What up, what up? So yeah, we just talking our shit, man. Having a good time. Y'all hit that like button if you're in the building. If you haven't logged into your motherfucking Google or your what's the name? Log into it. Okay? Yeah, it stinks out there. I'm gonna close my damn window. Log into it so you can hit that like button. And stop playing the game. Nah, dude was dope. That shit was dope. I definitely want to get him on my live, have a whole stop playing the game live. You know what I'm saying? But any questions? We rocking 2.5 hours, man, having a good one. I mean, great combo. But I want you guys to know I'm telling these stories. These are real stories I'm telling you. Not no bullshit stories, man. Not no bullshit stories. I don't chase them. I replace them. I don't trust them. I bust them. I'm telling you, we can joke all we want, but look, you gotta be the way you gonna be. And I ain't saying ain't no good ones. I'm just saying ain't no good ones. Read between the lines. I ain't saying ain't no good ones. I'm just saying ain't no good ones. In all my years, she can understand that she really loved me. But even I was like, that's a lot of motherfucking money. Yo, what up? See you in a week. See you soon. I got punched right in my head for that one. I ain't gonna lie about it. She was like, motherfucker. I was like, that's 100,000 pesos. We can go shopping. Nah, but I've been blessed to come across some great people in my life. But at the same time, I just can't believe in no woman. I just can't. Bronze Demons, I just got home from work. All I heard is you giving those mangoes on Sosua. Nah, I said someone asked Green Eyes, who was my model chick on TV, they offered us 6,000. That was like 13 years ago. Yeah, like 12, 13 years ago. They offered 6,000. And I was like, did you take it? Biggest mistake I ever made letting her go. I should have picked her up at the Caribbean tours and bounced somewhere. I ain't think about it. I should have just took her somewhere else. And I went to Rumba because I figured you know what was wild? All right, I went to Rumba because I knew none of the girls would violate. I knew that. None of the girls would violate. Like I said, they would text me, oh my gosh, she's so beautiful, blah, 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 blah. So I knew none of the girls would violate. What I didn't realize is there's going to be a thirsty motherfucker who probably saw her sitting with me who's going to holler at her in the bathroom, hoping he could take her out. Not realizing he never seen her before, you know what I'm saying? So he just did the oh, she a hoe shit and tried to holler at her. And it kind of threw my shit off for a couple days. But it is what it is. I work good under pressure. Corky said, what is deemed acceptable for DR women to have multiple men than a woman in America? Actually, Corky, I don't think that's acceptable for anybody. And I know America. Well, see, there's another thing, Corky. You might have jumped in late. I said women around the world. I'm not talking about DR. I'm not talking about Colombia, Brazil, America. I'm talking about the world, all women. I'm putting everybody, pretty much all women have multiple options. Now, Corky, I don't know if you do, but most women have multiple options. Whether it be that they call, remember the comedian said that emergency dick in the box? Like, he's always on the phone with her, and then instead, oh, I'm upset, boop, break the box open, and you got that emergency motherfucker right there. I don't think it's okay for no woman to have multiple men, but we know women do. I told you my rule is, when it comes to any woman I deal with, you should not be talking to no other men. What do you need to talk to Tyrone about? I'll wait. Fuck y'all talking about? What do you need to talk to Jose about? I'll wait. Fuck y'all talking about? Whatever you talking about with him, you don't need to talk about it. End the conversation. That's my thing. But unfortunately, you got to set limits and boundaries on what you do with yourself. Video said X2. My chick answer my call no matter what time I call, and it's persistent. I mean, I feel you, man. Look, hopefully you got a good one, man. Like I said, I ain't trying to put no doubt in your head. I'm just telling everybody keep their eyes open. That's it. Oh, cool. You been here from the beginning. Okay, well, like I said, I'm not just talking about one country. I'm talking about everybody. Everybody. And the reality is, like, we got American chicks like saying, send me the Cash App if you want the phone number. Send me the Cash App before we go on a date. I mean, I think that's wild. But this dude's sending the Cash App, just like this dude's buying the AC, buying the new refrigerator. It is what it is. I can't knock that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just talking about my perspective. It always boils down to money at any point, even if it's not a financial pay-for-play transaction. It always boils down to money at some point. No chick is going to just rock with a broke motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? No, meaning she's going to be like, you know what? He broke. I love him. I don't care who he is. No. She's going to want something. Either she's going to be doing something with someone else to get money, or she's going to figure out a way to get some money for both of them. It is what it is. Yeah, I don't like that shit. Like, my thing is, if you talking to another dude, what you talking about? All you doing is getting comfortable with someone else to a point where you felt so comfortable telling him your personal shit that you end up in a certain situation you shouldn't be in. That's where I come from. Yeah, there's no need to have any male friends of any kind. If they're not related to you, then they shouldn't be dealing with you. And that's just simple and plain. Simple and plain. If you need to talk to a man that bad, then you need to be with that motherfucker too. That's how I feel. And no one's going to tell me different. Any woman I deal with that talks to another man does not need to be with me. They need to be with that man they talking to. Because what y'all, it's the same as a woman. And Chris, you in the building. You want your man talking to multiple women? What is he talking to them about? What do you have? What is your man talking to these women about? Think about it. Is there something you need to tell me? She gonna say, yo, flip $5, $10 per dime baddies. What's that you have access to? No, I don't get into that. That's kind of pimping. I don't get into that. That's illegal. That is illegal. And I did tell you my paranoia had me think. I'm not paranoid. Excuse me. I might have been paranoid today. I think somebody was following me today. So let me not get into the illegal side of things. So someone could say, remember what you said last night? Welcome to jail. I could have sworn someone was following me today. But yes, you could. When we link up, you meet me in FlipFlop. I have no problem sharing some things with you. Brian said, if my wife need male friends, hell, she don't need me. Exactly. Fuck are y'all talking about? The weather, stocks? Is he your financial advisor? The fuck are y'all talking about? That's all I'm talking about. You know what though? It varies, Chris. I can't lie. It varies. Myself, I'm not really with that shit. Some people accept it, some people don't. Like I said, it's up to the person, and you have the values that you have, the standards, the boundaries, the limits. I can't tell another person what limits to have, what boundaries to have. I know what I have. Some people may say it's okay. I let that slide. I can't speak on it. Beach Viking, what up, brother? What up, Jake? For me, I got no problem sharing that stuff, but like I said, not live. And yes, all women have a plan B. Believe that shit. And Chris, you here in the building. I don't want to put you on the spot, but do you have a plan B? For all the ladies in the chat right now, because I know there's a few. Do you have a plan B? And I don't mean the pill. I don't mean the plan B, the morning after pill. I mean plan B. And see, that's my thing. She said, I don't have men friends. There you go. Shout to Chris for not having no male friends or talking to other men. There you go. Shout to her. If I ain't playing A, B, C, D, E, F, G, I don't wanna be in any plan. All right. King saying, yeah, the plan. I'm saying it. The plan, motherfuckers got plan B's and shit. Remember the hospital and the doctor's pictures. Shout out to Richard Method. What's up with you, baby? Said if she got a male friend, he better be flamingly feminine. I don't even want that. Like because believe it or not, the gay friends be kind of against the boyfriend. You may not notice. The gay friend, he may seem like he's the homie, but he'd be like, girl, you could do better. So you might want to be careful of the gay friend too. I saw what he did, and he may have the secret Instagram watching you. He can't block me. I got him. I got a whole other page. Yes, girl. So you gotta be careful of that motherfucker too. You really can't say. It's all about breaking it down of how you depict your situation, your relationship. You know what I'm saying? I got people texting me left and right now. People are like, Greg, you know her? No, I don't know her. Do not text me. But you know what? Because that become a thing now. The homosexuality that America has accepted has gone worldwide now. She said, paradiselyfe, we happen to be your male friend. The homosexuality that has perplexed America and gone wild in America has spread to other countries, unfortunately. And now it's accepted. You see, China ain't with that shit. Africa ain't with that shit. You know, keep that shit on the low. Do not spread that shit everywhere. Unfortunately, America has done this pro-homosexual thing. And I'm not, no knock to the LGBTQ community, all that stuff. What I'm talking about is being straight, having straight pride seems to be a bad thing now. You know, and I'm not with all that. Definitely more women, Charles, but at the same time, why is it bad being straight? I'm enjoying being a straight man. Like being straight, having straight pride seems to be like a negative connotation, which is weird as fuck to me. I have no problem with all the other shit, but I love women. So what am I supposed to do? I'm not supposed to want my son to love women too. I'm not supposed to tell my son, hey, you should love women. Like, you know, I'm not gonna tell my son, hey, you should like boys. No, like the whole shit with Dwayne Wade. Your son's too young to know what he really wants out of life. How can he hasn't? You can't tell me you gay. And I don't understand, feelings are feelings. You may have feelings. You can't tell me you gay if you never even attempted to be with a woman, and you're not even old enough to be with a woman. That's how I feel about that. So that's a whole nother story. You know, motherfuckers be like, oh, you know you're gay from birth. I'm like, that's all good, but you may kiss a girl and change your whole life. Yeah, that shit, none of that shit bothers me. As long as it ain't in my face, I don't care. You know. I'm out enjoying my motherfucking life. I'm doing me. You know. Can't focus on nobody else. Okay, there we go. So we rocking now. We're almost 3 hours in. So any questions, like anything y'all want to know, any tips I can give y'all on how to know if you're female, or like we got Chris, ladies. I know we got some ladies in the background. Your male is going left. You know what I'm saying? Doing you dirty. I can definitely give you some advice. Listen, I give great fucking advice. I do not follow all my advice. I will never lie about that. But I give great motherfucking advice. Like I even be like, damn, that's some dope advice. Why don't you follow that? Nah, I'm good. I can't follow. I gotta fuck up. like Chris, I'll give Chris some advice. I'm like, Chris, do this. And I'm like, damn, that's some dope advice. Then I'll say to myself, why don't you follow your own advice? Nah, I'm good. We gonna fuck it up. I'm gonna give you good advice, but I'm gonna fuck the whole shit up. That's what I do. Don't ask me why. I do not follow my own words. I mean, I live by rules, but I just literally just fuck up the whole shit. And like that little voice in my head be saying, "Oh, we gonna fuck shit up." We gave some good advice though. She gonna stand and say, "Yo, Flip, one more question. Do you have any last videos on how to smooth talk chicks?" Just to get my that's hard, man. You gotta come catch me in person, cause I'll be on my A game. I'll be going in. It's hard to really say, but like English or Spanish, I'm okay. Make sure you hit me. Make sure you hit me on IG. I definitely want to hear that story. It's hard to really say, do a video. You got to see me in action. And many of you guys who hung with me, I'm like this. No, it's no longer $39.99. That shit went up. I'm out. I'm spitting. Like I'm in a motherfucking ear. I done had one chick push me away like, no. I don't want to hear none of that shit. I'm like, what? She's like, no. You ain't getting me. You ain't driving me crazy. Chick told me to my face, you ain't driving me crazy. I was like, well, wait a minute. I just want to talk to you. Charles said the game is to be sold, not told. No, she can understand and pull up on me. Don't worry about it. But like I said, I get. You see, if you see me doing this, and I'm talking like, shout out my man E. I call him talk with his hands. If you see me doing this, and I'm like, and I'm in their ear, and you see her smiling a little bit, I'm talking my shit. Cause I be talking some shit. I just be, bop, 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 and they be like, let's go. Anyway, though, so guys, I'm gonna get out of here. Any more questions before we get out of here? I need y'all put them trees up real quick for me, please. Put them trees up, or put in parentheses. We don't love them hoes. Whatever you want to put up, or you can put both up. Or put them trees up. I'm gonna get out of here. Get ready for my nightcap. Oh, you know my game is Southside Jamaica, baby, all day. You know, shout to Southside. Shout to the whole Queens, whole New York. Appreciate all y'all joining me in this live. Damn, almost 3 hours, man. It's been fun. Any questions before I get out of here? I ain't gonna rush out. We almost said 3 hours, but it's been a dope live. Thank y'all for joining me. Hopefully y'all got some tips. Listen to my stories. Listen to what I'm telling you. I'm coming from the heart, speaking truth. I can't speak on everybody's experience. He said Sunnyside bullies. Linden bullies, baby. You already know. But I can speak on my experiences and the many stories that I hear from other people. So I can speak on that and tell you what I know, you know. So Prophet of Rage said, I'm divorced 3 times and no children. I'm the lucky. First off, why are you divorced 3 times? Wait a minute, Prophet of Rage, we gotta have a whole live with you. Javon, that's how Javon said, my game is when I walk in the room, nothing need to be said. There you go. Shout out my man Jay. Prophet of Rage, wait a minute. You've been divorced 3 times. We got to have a conversation. You may be picking the wrong ones. Chris, appreciate you joining the live. Thank you very much. See you soon, Jay. Much love, Jay. La Chiva, my brother. I'll see y'all soon. Look, so like, share, subscribe. If you do not hit the like button, hit the like button. Stop playing the game. Hit the like button. Lee Perry said, great tips. You gave me knowledge and set me out of classical years ago. Appreciate that, Lee. Much love, brother. He said 3 times a day. Hey, look. Stop playing the game and hit the like button. Stop playing the game. Listen, much love from me to you. I appreciate y'all. I'm so humble by the support, by the love, everything. Don't forget that toy drive coming. Don't forget to donate. Bring some toys if you're coming down. Much love from me to you, MrFlipFlop, and I am out.